at the buzzer.
No, we'll be all right. It's fine.
Kick is up.
Yes! He made it! Yes! Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Let that be a note, Riley, as a producer. This is why you do things ahead of the day of.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer! It's good!
Oh my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to high school football. My, oh my, how we missed you. There was rain here earlier today at Verona Area High School, but it has cleared out, and we are set to have an absolutely gorgeous night for the season opener between the Verona Wildcats and the Oak Creek Knights. Going to be a fun one. Couple of squads with big aspirations heading into the burgeoning season on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Man, it is so good to be back. And it's great to have Zimbrick Honda back as our presenting sponsor. Zimbrick Honda has been a part of the Madison community since 1973. Experience second-to-none customer service at 2 convenient locations, Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From maintenance to repairs, Honda-certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? Buy 3 tires and get the 4th for how much, Dennis?
$1.
That is the steal of a lifetime. Folks, shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. Hello again, folks. Welcome into the broadcast booth. My name is Riley Jauch. This is Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania pregame show on ESPN Madison. My partner in crime, the dean of area high school sports, Dennis Semrau. He's off to the side here. Don't know if you can quite see him. But, Dennis, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am fired up. I am so ready to kick off another season of high school football here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. But for me, this is game 2 of our week 1 doubleheader. You got a little taste of some action last night earlier with West De Pere defeating Sun Prairie East. How'd that game go for you?
Well, Jesse and I got that one, but you had to be in the studio. So
that I
you were
did.
a part of it. You just weren't on site, that's all. Great start for Sun Prairie East, a 10-0 lead, but we saw just the explosiveness of the West De Pere offense. So one Greisen graduates and another one takes over at quarterback. 385 yards passing, 5 touchdowns in his first varsity appearance. He had no attempts last year. He was like 4th on the list. How about maybe a future All-State quarterback being 4th on the depth chart as a sophomore? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, Big Brother had something to do with that. But anyway, it was a great night. Dietrich, wide receiver, had a phenomenal performance. We had so many players last night that had their first catch, their first run, their first throw, their first tackle of both teams. And we'll see a little bit of that tonight too. Guys that every year you lose a senior class and you go, who's next? And one of the keys for one of the teams last night was who's going to step up? Who are we going to be those next guys, those next man up? I always talk about having a man up, but you got to have one in order, for it to succeed. And last night, West De Pere definitely did.
And, Dennis, you brought up the quarterbacks and new starting quarterbacks, and I think that's a great place to start here tonight between Oak Creek and Verona, as starting with the visiting Knights, coached by former Badger Brian Calhoun. They're going to try to run the football tonight. That's no secret.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the new rushing weapons will be quarterback Blake Ulazelski. And for the Knights fans out there tuning in, you may be familiar with his work on the defensive side of the ball, but he is pivoting to the quarterback position. Dennis, as a senior, what do you look to see from him tonight?
He also caught a pass last year for 35 yards, so he had a little taste of offense. but he'll be on the other end now. 5'11", 175-pound senior. He's named a co-captain. I think that's all you need to know from a leadership standpoint. When I asked Coach Calhoun, one player offense, one defense, even though he doesn't have the numbers, he said, this is the guy that's going to have to do it for us. He's a dual threat guy, so we're going to see how much he wants to run. When you bring back Bayless Hooker and Case and Seabrooks, two guys that were all conference backs, now you add a running quarterback to it. And that's one of the keys going to be for Verona is stopping the run. They had problems last year. They've got a three-headed monster for the Knights tonight. And it'll be interesting to see what Blake does from a passing standpoint. They lost a lot of the receivers from last year. They've got a few guys back that had some catches. But there'll be a lot of new names there tonight as well.
Yeah, potentially terrific trio running the football for Coach Calhoun and his Knights. But looking at the other side, Andrew Riley's Verona Wildcats, their quarterback situation isn't as rosy as maybe they would like either, as their starter this year, Emmett Vukabrat, coming off an injury last season that he suffered in the season opener. He won the job last year. This offseason came back and won it again. So incredibly resilient is Mr. Emmett, and he'll be looking to lead the Verona Wildcats this season and hopefully with a clean bill of health.
Yeah, Brady Bowdish last year had to take over. Vukabrat wanted to come back, but then they ended up having a third quarterback had to step in last year. Landon Lassonde, who was an outstanding baseball pitcher playing college baseball. So they had three guys in that spot last year. And, of course, Coach Riley, they say if you have two or three quarterbacks, you have none. So we'll see what Emmett can do tonight. Bowdish, though, he played 74% of his passes. He was doing pretty well before he got hurt. And it was the opening game when Vukabrat went down, and we went, oh, no. You're starting quarterback. And Sun Prairie East pulled that game out last year. So I think Verona definitely wants to keep their quarterback. Hopefully it's not a trend like the Badgers had.
I was thinking the exact same thing,
yeah.
Dennis.
you got to have your signal caller there. And then they've got an outstanding offensive line. You take that averages, 260 pounds. So, it starts with, of course, the Wisconsin recruit Ethan McIntosh, who's going to early enroll with the Badgers next January, but he's a 3-year starter. And Max Crimmins, here's a guy to keep an eye on. We saw him in basketball last year, big post-type player as a sophomore. Now as a junior, he's stepping in at the right tackle spot, and he's also going to be playing defense. He'll be the one guy that's going to be going both ways to start with. The guys that will see some reps, but he's going to start. So on offense, I would say keep an eye on Max tonight.
You're listening to the Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania pregame show here on ESPN Madison. PrepMania also brought to you in part by Gruber Law Offices. Gruber Law Offices has a reputation for winning. Their experienced and powerful team works tirelessly to help people and families seriously injured in accidents by providing the best care and service. There's never a fee until your case is won. Gruber Law Offices has been serving the people and state of Wisconsin for over 35 years. Gruber Law Offices, one call, Dennis.
That's all.
Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of PrepMania. Dennis, you brought up Ethan McIntosh and the size of that Verona offensive line. Oak Creek, they are certainly no slouches in the trenches either. They are going to try to run the football. They're going to try to stop the run, and that is because they have some hog mollies up front. Dennis, tell us about the beef up front for the Knights.
Yeah, well, they average about 6'2", 269. Joshua Harris at the right side is the small guy at 6'2", 220. But you've got a left tackle at 300 pounds. And your center, Jacob Harris, 6'2", 275. He's being recruited by MIT. You think he's a little smart there?
Definitely not the dumbest person in the world. That is impressive.
No, he's back. You look at that offensive line, I think we've talked a lot in the preseason about a veteran line in a young backfield or a young line in a veteran backfield. They've got them both. they've got the studs up front and the backs that can break it. So I think Oak Creek, they can control the tempo and keep the ball on the ground. It could be a long night for the Wildcats. That's where they say defense wins championships. We're going to see right away who's got the better defense too.
We'll see. This game will be won in the trenches. You can guarantee that. The Oak Creek Knights visiting the Verona Wildcats week 1 here on Zimbrick on this presentation of PrepMania. We are just under 20 minutes away from kickoff. Cannot wait, folks. This is going to be a fun one. PrepMania brought to you in part as well by TPC Wisconsin. Looking to join an international quality golf club right here in Madison? Discover TPC Wisconsin, an instant classic in the heart of the Midwest. Schedule a tour at tpcwisconsin.com and start your journey to a lifetime of priceless golf. Still a few days left. You can get out on the course. Summer isn't quite over yet, folks, but the golf season may be ending. The football season is just getting started. Oak Creek, Verona. We'll take a look at our coaches' profiles when we come back. 2 talented coaches here for both of these squads. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the pregame show on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Looking to elevate your uniform game this season? At Game 1, they help teams build a winning identity with custom uniforms, spirit wear, equipment, and sideline essentials. Their team works alongside coaches, athletic directors, and organizations to deliver quality products with unmatched service. Plus, the online team and fan stores make ordering custom gear easy for athletes, parents, and supporters. Whether you're outfitting one team or an entire program, Game 1 is ready to help. Gear up and visit Game1.com today because Game 1 never lets the team down.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
ESPN Madison is your home for Badgers fans.
I don't want to necessarily say that Wisconsin is going to beat Notre Dame on September 6th at Lambeau Field.
He's not saying.
Wisconsin can beat Notre Dame.
Tune in all season long right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, just over 15 minutes away from kickoff here at Verona Area High School between the Wildcats and the Knights of Oak Creek. And now it's time to take a look at our coaches' profiles, brought to you by the Midwest Financial Group. Behind every great team is a great coach. Let the Midwest Financial Group be yours for your financial planning needs. Head to mfgteam.com to get started today. Dennis, let's start with the visitors, the former Badger, Brian Calhoun, head coach of the Oak Creek Knights.
Yeah, Coach Calhoun graduated from Oak Creek in 2002, so it's his first head coaching job, and he's at his alma mater, his second year.
That's pretty cool.
Before he cemented himself as one of Wisconsin's most prolific running backs, he set a lot of records at Oak Creek. Single rushing record. He had 40 touchdowns in 2001, ran for over 5,000 yards with 82 touchdowns. And he ended up at Colorado, so we had to wait a couple years before he became a Badger. But he was also an outstanding track athlete. When he graduated, he was the school record holder in the 100, 200, 400 long jump. So there you're talking about an athlete. He even did some track at Wisconsin when he had to sit out. Back then they had transfer rules. He had to sit out a year. But he had 2 seasons at Colorado before he came here and ran for over 1,600 yards. He was a captain on the 2006 Capital One Bowl victory over Auburn. He was ranked number 7. That was a huge win. But he was selected in the 3rd round of the NFL draft in 2006, played 11 games for the Lions, And then afterwards, he came back to the Milwaukee area to work in sports fitness training. And he's a fitness trainer at the Divine Savior Holy Angels School in Milwaukee. But he is also a phys ed teacher and the head track coach at Oak Creek. So, but second year, so only a couple of years he'll have all of his own players in. And Oak Creek under Joe Cook was outstanding back in the day. And I think Brian is going to elevate that program back to the glory days.
Impressive resume to be sure. Brian Calhoun, I had the pleasure of talking with him just a few months ago on the Jump Around, our Badgers dedicated show, so feel free to go check that out on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. It was a great conversation, great man, loved having the opportunity to talk with Brian Calhoun. But another guy we've had the opportunity to talk to quite a bit at ESPN Madison, he's even joined us in the booth for some state title games, head coach of the Verona Wildcats, Andrew Riley.
Yeah, it's his 5th season here, 35-9. Won the conference titles. He didn't lose a conference game in his first 4 years until they lost at Middleton last year in a close one. And they had to give up the conference title to Middleton. But 3 straight conference titles. They had a 29-game streak in conference, including 27 in a row before Middleton beat them last year. 10th year as a physical education and health teacher here at Verona Area High School. Began teaching at Country View Elementary in Verona. He's also coached basketball and baseball. He's a 2009 West Allis Nathan Hale grad, not too far from where I grew up in West Allis off Highway 100. 2014 Wisconsin Madison grad, and did student teaching at Country View before getting the full-time position there. He's also the strength and fitness coordinator and a member of Grading for Equity team at Verona. His wife is a special education teacher and the school's adaptive sports coach for soccer, so they are a sports family. And like I say, he was on the call with us for Division II, and then also with Hunter and me for Division I. So it was a pleasure to have him in the booth and watching his progress here. You know, it's awful hard to succeed a Hall of Fame coach. They always say you don't want to be the next one, you want to be the one after. Well, he had to succeed Dave Richardson, a Hall of Famer, just like Chris Graverson had to succeed Pat Rice. We got those two guys together for our preseason preview. And you can see why they were named their successors, and the programs have not missed a beat. They're both waiting for their first state championships. I don't think it's going to come too far down the road. So,
2 great coaches, 2 great men, 2 great teams getting set to square off here at Verona Area High School. The Oak Creek Knights taking on the Verona Wildcats. We'll hear a bit more about the players you need to watch after this, is PrepMania, also brought to you in part by the GRB Baseball Academy. Interested in getting individual or group lessons for some of the highest level of coaching for the baseball player in your life? GRB Academy offers individual and group lessons for players of all ages and skill levels. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious players. Players to watch coming up next. Don't go anywhere. This is the PrepMania pregame show on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
What's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be who's doing the installation. It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Is your home ready for a transformation? Whether it's a stunning kitchen remodel, a fresh new bathroom, or a complete exterior makeover, Wanakee Remodeling has you covered. Their expert team turns your vision into reality with quality craftsmanship, affordable pricing, and unbeatable customer service. From concept to completion, Wanakee Remodeling is here for you. View what's possible at their beautiful showrooms in Madison and Wanakee, and call 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for your free estimate today.
Looking for something fun to do this fall? Get your friends together and join MSCR on the courts. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation's adult fall volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration now. Men's, women's, and all gender leagues are forming with games starting in early October at gyms all around Madison. MSCR leagues are all about community, connection, and having a great time, no matter your skill level. Sign up today at mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
Wild Bill goes yard.
And here's a fly ball to left and deep. Hernandez back at the track. Gone! William Contreras unlocked. A 2-run shot.
Your home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Oak Creek, Verona, just over 8 minutes away from kickoff here at Verona Area High School. It is youth night here at Verona. Lots of future Wildcats down on the field, including a couple of my cousins. Big shout out to Finnegan and Sullivan Healy down there. A couple of future studs here at Verona High School. Can't wait to watch their careers develop and hopefully call a couple of their games somewhere down the line. But we got to stay in the present tonight, Dennis. Who should we be watching for on the Verona Wildcats?
Verona Wildcats, let's go Jackson Gunsler Soda. He also goes just by Jackson Soda, so I couldn't get the coach to pin him down on that one.
And on his banner, it's Jack Gensler Soda, so lots of shortening.
Jack Soda.
There it is.
That's a football name.
That it is.
But coach is animal on defense. Returning first-team All-Big 8 Conference, 3-year starter, co-captain. Led the team with 104 tackles last year, 10 tackles for loss. He's also the long snapper for punts and for field goals, and they like having him as the long snapper on punts on the punt team to get down and make the tackle. He can make an open field tackle. So he is definitely one to watch. We mentioned McIntosh earlier. Also, they have the returning all-conference kicker back in Evans Bartell. So,
and what about the visiting Oak Creek Knights?
Wow, I think we're going to go on the defensive side there. Lincoln Hansen, a co-captain or second-team all-conference in the Southeast last year, 47 tackles. He's got 9 offers across D1, D2, and D3 right now. Also plays basketball, throws a shot and disc and track. He said, plays with good pad level, leverage, and hand usage. He is just an outstanding defensive end. Might see him a little bit on offense, too, if they need him. But, yeah, let's go with him as a defensive stud. They're going to have Verona's going to have some fun blocking him.
Hansen and Jansen on the defensive side of the ball for Oak Creek. Sounds like a law firm.
Yeah,
laying it down for the Knights.
Corbin Jansen was the second-team all-conference player as well, inside linebacker. So don't be surprised to see 4 Jansen and 20 and 34. So we're going to see a 4. We got to wait to see, is it a single 4 or a 34? They'll be around the ball a lot tonight.
Have to pay close attention. This is the pregame show presented by Zimbrick Honda on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. PrepMania also brought to you by Christofferson. For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. With upfront pricing and professional crews, Christofferson Moving and Storage handles the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage, your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com. We are inching closer and closer to kickoff. The crowd waiting in anticipation for their Verona Wildcats to come storming through the tunnel. We'll give you our keys to the game coming up next. Don't go anywhere. This is the pregame show on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
There's nothing better than football season. Big hits, game-winning drives, and keeping the chains moving. Speaking of moving, if you've got one coming up, then call Christofferson Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving your home or your business, Christofferson's experienced team makes the process easy, from kickoff to the final whistle. Packing, storage, local, or long distance, they've got your move covered. Christofferson Moving and Storage, your best move since 1906. Learn more at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton. From oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs, their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006, trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Kickoff just minutes away here at Verona Area High School as the Oak Creek Knights get set to face the Verona Wildcats. Now it's time to take a look at our keys to the game, Dennis. Let's start with the home team that's about to take the field. How do the Wildcats win tonight's contest?
Well, we've talked about it pre-game here. Stop the run. Number one, on offense, establish as the aggressor and make chunk plays, and take care of first game issues. Here's where you got everybody in the right spot. Do you have 10 men on the punt or 12 on the field? Penalties, false starts, stuff like that. So play clean.
And how does Oak Creek get the job done tonight against said Wildcats?
Start fast. Last year, there was some slow starts hurt them early in the year. Establish the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They want that line to really dominate play, especially in offense with the running game, and create big plays on offense, and, of course, turnovers on defense.
And here come the Wildcats through the fog machines, draped in the two American flags. A beautiful sight here on a beautiful Friday night from Verona Area High School. High school football is back, folks. Soak it up. It is something to behold. You're listening to the Zimbrick Honda PrepMania pregame show on ESPN Madison. PrepMania brought to you in part by Hooper Corporation. At Hooper Service, customer comfort comes first. Their home comfort priority plan keeps systems running their best, saving customers money with priority service. For heating, cooling, plumbing, or fire protection, Hooper's there 24/7. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper. As we get set for the national anthem, we will step aside. Kickoff coming your way next. Oak Creek, Verona. Don't go anywhere. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecasts in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, with my brother and business partner, Aaron Brown.
Siding Unlimited has grown into Wisconsin's best local remodeling company and proven by our long list of awards, highlighted by our 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
We're way past big speech time. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Just go out and play and have fun.
This team is perfect.
Let's go out there and we'll leave it all out on the field.
Are you kidding me? And he hits! Oh, baby!
Didn't move off the glass. It's good.
One man to beat. Touchdown!
Look out below.
I love what we do with our prep coverage.
Thanks again for all the coverage. It means a lot to our kids. It means a lot to their families.
Keep the excitement in the air.
It's really valuable to us. I want you to know that, guys.
Listen up. This is our time now.
This is the one that matters the most.
Intercepted? It is. They're playing for their first state championship.
And it's over.
Oh, my goodness. Put this on my staff.
We can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game.
Let's go. It's our time. Everybody in. Our time. Our time.
Turns on the jet and takes it the distance.
That's a 10. That's a 10, baby.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Riley Jauch alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. The Oak Creek Knights versus the Verona Wildcats. Should be a fun one tonight. Everyone battling already this evening as we had some technical difficulties with the national anthem, followed by an absolutely beautiful rendition from a man here in the booth. So props to everyone here at Verona Area High School. If that is the tone setter for tonight, we're in for an excellent contest, Dennis.
Problem solving 101. Just do it yourself.
Yep. That is how it goes, and I'm sure we'll see.
We were next. They're pointing at us.
Yeah, you got you. Who wants it? O-Dog was getting his pipes warm. He was ready in case they called. Right. Owen Dimful, our video producer here this evening. Ashton Rotman back at the Everlight Solar Studio, our audio producer. We are live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to the ESPN Madison on YouTube. You can chat. You can get all of our great content and all of our PrepMania broadcasts as we get you set. Game 2 of our Week 1 doubleheader. Verona versus Oak Creek. The Oak Creek Knights getting set to receive the Wildcats in their home black uniforms with the orange trim, or with the orange numbers, orange and white trim, I should say. Script Wildcats across the helmet. Oak Creek in their white road uniforms with the black pants this year, blue numbers, blue stripes on the helmet, and the blue OC shield on the helmets. And Dennis, one of the things we didn't get to talk about in the pregame show was the talented specialists both of these squads possess, and we are seeing our first here tonight for Verona on the opening kickoff, Trey Mitchell. Or pardon me, Evan Bartell.
Bartell, yep. Yeah, Bartell to all-conference last year.
Bartell, the run-up toe meets leather, and we are underway. End-over-end kick, caught at the 15, inside the numbers, crossing the field. He's got some space to work. 35-40, outside the numbers, into Verona territory, sidesteps and shoves a defender out of bounds. Jay Bayless Hooker gives the Knights excellent starting field position to kick off their season. That's how you draw up the opening kick return, Dennis.
Yeah, it started at the 15. Let's see where they placed the football. Looks like about the 37, maybe. I don't know. Drop the puck. We're always waiting for the official to put the ball down. So actually at 36. Oh, no, he's still lifting it up.
First down and 10.
49 yards on the return. Let's put it that way.
First drive of the season for the Oak Creek Knights. They will set up shop at the Verona 36-yard line. First down and 10, ball on the left hash. Blake Ulizelski. First snaps at quarterback for the Knights. Two receivers to the left, one on the right. Man in motion, that's Bayless Hooker, left to right. Snap, give up the middle, and drug down in the backfield. Jackson Gensler Soda, the man you highlighted at the top of the broadcast. Gain of 1 on the first play of the season for
Harold
Oak
Lewis, former Catholic Memorial player, transferred over a couple years ago. His first carry.
Blake Ulizelski, the senior captain. Second down and 9. Ball still on the left hash. One receiver split out to the left, two on the right. Ulizelski, the snap. Little double reverse action. They were trying to throw it. Bayless Hooker still might. He'll keep it himself. Hammered, stays on his feet, reversing field across 35-yard line before he's hammered down. And a flag comes from the secondary. We'll see what the call is.
Ran about 10 yards to get about 2, maybe. Marked it at the 32.
Love the effort. Jay Bayless Hooker, first team all-conference in the SEC last year.
Holding that thing like a loaf of bread, though, one hand out there. That's a recipe for disaster.
At least for now, the ball is marked to the 33-yard line of Verona, setting up third down and medium, and a holding call on Oak Creek will bring it back.
See where they're going to mark it from. Oh, actually, they marked it at the 33. So that'd been a gain of 2. Now where?
The referee starts his count from the 35-yard line. So it's going to be second down and a mile for the Knights.
Second and 19, so wipes out the play from the line of scrimmage.
A little trickeration right off the bat, Dennis, from Coach Calhoun. Unfortunately, goes for naught on the penalty.
That showed, though, the ability of Bayless Hooker, though. Boy, he's a shifty in the backfield.
Man in motion, right to left. That's Connor Pulda. Ulizelski takes the snap, back to throw, pressure coming. He'll keep it himself and is brought down in the backfield. Max Crimmings, his first sack of the season. And it sets up third down and a country mile for Ulizelski and company.
So it was a loss of 11 on that play, so it should be 3rd and 30.
Well, I believe it was only a loss of 2.
Oh, 2? Wait a minute. Well, I'm sorry.
So third down and 21.
Oh, it was there. That's
not
right.
much
We're on the 40. We're on the 45.
Or third down
That's
and
right.
20.
I forgot we were in the 45 and that 35.
Ball on the 46-yard line of Verona. 3 receivers to the right. Ulizelski takes the snap, immediately rolls out to his right, looks that way.
Oh,
incomplete, separated from the football. Cooper Blodgett lays the lumber, and Connor Pulda is still down.
That is called a pass breakup. That separated him from the ball.
Excellent PBU from Cooper Blodgett, but unfortunately Pulda clutching his chest, remaining on the turf at the 40-yard line.
Just hate to see somebody going down in week 1. Last year it was Vukabrot, the quarterback, week 1 for Verona.
Early injury timeout here on the field, and we will take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Still scoreless, 9 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter between Oak Creek and Verona. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Punt is away, caught just inside the 20-yard line. Taryn Jackson on the return, just past the 25, near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down to the 29, and that is where the Wildcats will begin their opening drive of the season. And we'll get our first look at Emmett Vukabrat. Injured in the season opener last year, looking to lead his Wildcats to a successful season.
It's a 12-yard return there for Taryn Jackson, who's our first UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Be on the lookout for backflips tonight, folks, from Taryn Jackson. He certainly has that ability. Shout out Owen Dimfel, our producer, for giving us that heads up. Vukabrat, the shotgun snap, quick out to his man, outside the numbers past the 35-yard line, steps out of bounds. Nice pickup on first down for the Wildcats. Ben Martina on the reception. Second down and 5 now from their own 35-yard line. 9:34 remaining here in quarter number 1. Still scoreless between Verona and Oak Creek. Ball marked on the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Vukabrat in the pistol. Jax Wepking behind him. Straight drop. Quick pass, that got his man and some space to work. Cut back 40, 35, 30. Foot race to the house. Dion Knutson, how do you do? Touchdown Verona. The Wildcats hit pay dirt on their first drive of the season. Vukabrat to Knutson.
2 plays, 71 yards, 17 seconds. That's all long it took.
How about the breakaway speed and the cutback ability from Dion Knutson? Effortlessly striding his way into the end zone. As you could not draw up a much better start if you are head coach Andrew Riley.
Just a little slant pattern over the middle, found him in space, and then it was all him sprinting.
Max Crimmins jogging back onto the field for the kick unit. Second look at Evans Bartell, the first team All Big 8 member last season. And his extra point is up and good with 9 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Your score, Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. We'll keep it right here as Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, also brought to you by Stoughton Health. Stoughton Health has been providing trusted care close to home, and they are proud to support student-athletes from around the area. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more today. And Dennis, one of your keys for Verona was on offense, establish an aggressive attack and hit those chunk plays. And man, oh man, did they hit a chunk play on their opening possession.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they stopped the run, first of all. So they got a 3-and-out. And after the long kickoff return, that's what the defense needed. The offense said, okay, you got to stop, we'll get a score. 2 passes, 71 yards. But again, that breakaway speed, Knutson, 4 touchdowns last year, 33 catches, averaged about 14 yards a catch. So he starts out with an average of 65 yards and 1 catch.
Not too shabby. We'll see if he can put up a Randy Moss-esque stat line. Here he's Off
well, when
to
you
a
first catch, you're
phenomenal
off to
start.
the races. You got to feel pretty good on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm. Dion Knutson looking like a weapon early on for the Wildcats. Keep an eye on him, folks, especially if you are a rival Big 8 school. Bartel on to kick it away from the 40-yard line. Pooch kick lands inside the 25-yard line, scooped up by Bayless Hooker and knocked out of bounds just in front of the 30-yard line. They'll spot him at the 29, and that is where Oak Creek will begin their second possession, now trailing by 7, looking to answer.
We know Coach Riley knows something about kickoffs. We were on the call for the Arrowhead touchdown. The kick down to the middle to a state quality sprinter, and that was the game winner. So, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
And it helps to have a kicker such as Bartel who can execute a pooch kick and land it directly between an up man and a return man. Now ball on the right hash. Oak Creek working left to right as we see it here at Verona Area High School. 2 receivers split out wide to the left, 1 on the right. Bayless Hooker in the backfield to the left of Ulizelski. Going to be a give to him up the gut, and he is met and driven back at the line of scrimmage. A horde of Wildcats greet him, maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, number 23 up there for Jaden Heiss, and number 8, Joe Seeland, met them both. That was a group photo of the defensive front 7. Nowhere to go on that one.
A barricade of Wildcats at the line of scrimmage, and we talked about Oak Creek potentially having that size advantage in the trenches so far, very early, 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Verona showcasing their ability in the trenches. 1 receiver split out wide to the left. Ball remains on the right hash from their 2nd down and 8 from their own 30-yard line. Give to Bayless Hooker. Bounces it out. And driven down. Excellent work by the Wildcats defense to string out the run.
Heiss again.
And made a loss of about a half yard. Looked like Bayless Hooker may have had some daylight on that far left side. Verona having none of it.
Yeah, Heiss listed on the 2 deep as a backup, but he didn't look like a backup to me out there tonight.
No, he
2 great
certainly
plays.
did not. Oak Creek unable to establish the run on their first 2 plays of this possession. Now 3rd down and 9 from their own 30-yard line. Ulizelski under center. 2 backs behind him. Takes the snap, play action, rolling out. Got his man, that's the fullback. 35-yard line, cuts inside, loses the football, recovered by a fellow Knight. It'll be a 1st down for Oak Creek at their own 43-yard line. Excellent wherewithal from the wide receiver, Aiden Sweet, to jump on that football.
Yeah, that was Onsinger, the tight end fullback.
Yeah, Logan Onsinger. But all's well that ends well if you're Oak Creek. 1st down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends in the formation. Both tight ends motion to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, give to Bayless Hooker. Nothing doing. Stonewalled in the backfield. Looks like Cooper Vuka brought the first to greet him.
Little brother action there.
Mm-hmm. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 now for the Knights. Second down and 12 from their own 41-yard line. Ulizelski once again in the shotgun. 1 receiver split out wide on each side. The tight ends now move in motion from right to left. Bayless Hooker to his left. He's going to keep it himself. Off the left side, spun down in the backfield. Dennis, you think Verona was ready for Oak Creek to try and run the football tonight?
Oh, yes. Well, point of emphasis coming in. Last year they really struggled against it, so that was something they were working on all in the offseason, scheming and getting the guys ready for it. You know, you look at 269-pound offensive line. Verona's only averaging about 215 across the front three. So it's quickness. They're getting good leverage and good contact, reading the plays. It's not too much you can do when you get the ball, and there's somebody in the backfield already.
Voss, Maiden, Crimmins, the 3 down linemen in that 3-4 defense. Now 3rd down and 12 for Oak Creek. 3 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Takes the snap, winds up, rainbows the left sideline. Too far for his intended target. Ulizelski wound up and gave it a ride, just a little too much mustard for the intended target. It'll be 4th down, and Oak Creek will have to punt it away. Certainly not the offensive start you would envision if you were head coach Brian Calhoun. Now a chance for the Oak Creek defense to stand tall.
And 6 carries, 11 yards. Their first 2 series there for Oak Creek rushing the ball.
Stout rushing defense from the Wildcats. Low punt, takes a bounce at the 30. Grabbed inside the 25-yard line. That's Knutson, and he is double-legged to the turf inside the 30-yard line. Only a couple on the return. And that is where the Wildcats will begin their second drive of the evening. Ball marked on the 29-yard line. 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. As they look to add on
34 yards on the punt, 4 yards on the return. 29-yard line. Good start now.
Vukabrat comes out in the pistol. Jax Wepking behind him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. That's Dion Knutson.
Same yard line they started the first drive on, 29.
The far end of your screen. Vukabrat takes the snap, give to Wepking off the left side, 35-40, cuts back inside. Pickup of 11 and a first down for Jax Wepking.
Nice
Excellent hole, and you run off the future Badger, Ethan McIntosh. You're probably going to have some success if you're the Wildcats.
Yeah, Bosch on number 3 with the tackle there. Your safety's making a tackle. That's tough.
And it appears we have a timeout called by head coach Andrew Riley and the Verona Wildcats, and he appears to be frustrated. Even though his squad has been in control for the first 7 minutes of this contest. Verona leading 7-0 over Oak Creek. We'll keep it right here, 5 minutes. And it appears we are heading into a weather delay as the Verona Wildcats
must have seen lightning.
Head back into the locker room. Oh, highly, highly unfortunate, as at least right now it is a gorgeous evening, but someone saw lightning somewhere in the distance. So by rule,
30 minutes.
We are at minimum in a 30-minute weather delay. Goodness gracious. There was just another flash of lightning directly overhead, so maybe there's some cloud cover we can't see behind us. But for now, we are going to step aside. 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, at least a half hour before action resumes here at Verona Area High School. The home team leading 7-0 over the visiting Oak Creek Knights. We'll be back in just a minute, folks, and maybe break down the first 7 minutes of the first half, give you some updates about what's going on across the state of Wisconsin, and maybe take a break ourselves. But once again, just so you are aware, is now the rain begins to come down here in Verona. 30 minutes, a 30-minute weather delay at minimum here at Verona Area High School. So hopefully we will resume action in just about a half hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back. Don't worry. 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecast in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now, First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, with my brother and business partner, Aaron Brown.
Siding Unlimited has grown into Wisconsin's best local remodeling company and proven by our long list of awards, highlighted by our 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. Ridgetopexteriors.com. That's ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton. From oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs. Their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006. Trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honey's. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buck and Honey's to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buck and Honey's experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The rain is coming down hard now here at Verona Area High School. We are in a weather delay, folks, at least 30 minutes. Probably now about 25 minutes, best case scenario, before we resume play. Verona leading 7-0 over the visiting Oak Creek Knights. And while you wait, we won't leave you empty-handed. Let's take a look back at our coaches' roundtable.
Give me a minute.
Dennis mentioned earlier, talking with head coach Andrew Riley, talked with Brandon Beckwith, Torrin Young of Monona Grove, and Madison LaFollette. Tons and tons of great conversations. We will get to that in just a minute. But, Dennis, I guess quickly here, what have you seen so far in the first 7 minutes of play?
Well, first of all, the run game for Oak Creek, which is been pretty dominant. Just a great first two series for the Verona defense. You give a long kickoff return, hold them to a 3-and-out, and then on the next series, they ended up with 6 plays, but 6 rushes, total of 11 yards. That's a great start. And then right away coming out of the box, 2 passes, and get Knutson over the middle, breaks one open. So you get that chunk play right away. Mm-hmm. So the defense comes through. Now the offense, they say, okay, it's your turn. Now they throw it back to the defense, and they get a stop. And we have a punt, and Verona gets the ball back, and a first down, and now the weather changes. So
I was deceived. I thought we had a clear forecast for the rest of the night. I thought the rain had passed.
I was thinking,
unfortunately not.
Because I check all the TVs, but I got a bleep on my phone from 27 saying there's 2 storms today. I'm like, oh no! And I live in Cross Plains, and our power went out twice before I got here.
Yikes.
So I'm thinking that's not not good omen for tonight. But hey, we're in a press box.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're comfortable. nice and warm and dry here.
But it is a metal press box, by the way, too.
Yeah.
One of my fondest memories of covering games was I had a game at La Follette, and I was working for the State Journal, and the next day they show this bolt of lightning above the press box. I was right below it, and we heard the crack. We didn't know how close it was. Our photographer got the shot. It was like, oh, no. That game ended up being like over an hour delay.
Whew.
And I've had track meets, Big 8 track meets. Another one at La Follette. They ended up having to push it back to the next day after 2.5 hours of delays.
Well,
so we don't want to. Let's throw all the negative stuff out there so that it hopefully turns a positive.
Exactly. You gotta undersell and over deliver, and hopefully that is what the weather does.
And
here
Owen's
for
here
us.
Wiping everything down for us.
Yes, the
Hopefully it still
computer.
works.
Hey, it's unfrozen. Excellent work by our video producer Owen Dimple as he stands just barely out of the rain. Or are you getting rained on, Owen? He's getting wet, folks. The unfortunate reality of.
He's an old baseball player and lineman, so he can take it. I mean, how many games? How many games? Yeah. Oh, you had a lot of games, right, in the rain baseball, right? Barneveld. And he played for Mount Hor Barneveld in football. So
tough son of a gun. Our video producer, Owen.
Great part of our
Dimple.
team.
Great.
Thanks, Owen.
Could not agree more. Verona 7, Oak Creek 0. 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter as we are in the middle of a weather delay here at Verona Area High School. Hopefully, action resumes in about 30 minutes. Not necessarily holding our breath on that, but we will keep you posted periodically throughout. But now, let's take a listen back to some of our best interviews from this year's Coaches Roundtable. Looking forward to hearing some of this content again. We had some great conversations with plenty of area coaches. I don't know who our audio producer, Ashton Rotman, has queued up first, but take a listen to our PrepMania Coaches Roundtable. Riley Jauch, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. We will be back. We will keep you posted once we have any updates. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy. Welcome back to ESPN Madison's PrepMania Coaches Roundtable. Riley Jauch alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. And now we are thrilled to be joined by the head coaches of Monona Grove and Madison La Follette, Brandon Beckwith and Torin Young. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us come in.
Thanks for having us.
Really appreciate your time. And we got to start here. Brandon, you coached Torin back in high school. For you, looking at where Torin is at now, you said 11 years ago Torin's the perfect player to build a team around. What did you see in the teenage version of Torin that now you look at him as a coach and you're like, you know what, that makes sense?
Jeez, I should have known that question was coming. No, back in the day, obviously, I still remember the first time Torin stepped into Monona Grove, and obviously we knew he was a special player then, and then watching him grow into now a young man and then taking over a program, and I've we've been close throughout the years. We've become friends, so I'm really happy for him, and I'm excited to see what how he takes advantage of this opportunity.
And Torin, what did you learn from your time being coached by Brandon?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely an interesting perspective to see him take over as head coach for the first time and be a part of that. Be a part of his first senior class was really special, and just kind of seeing the process of him kind of changing our offensive systems and building the staff from a player perspective definitely has helped me now as a coach, and just kind of remembering that experience and being a part of it was super cool. So really been great to have a guy like him in my corner just to lean on, despite, being across the golf course and having each other on the schedule this year. He's been great and has reached out and really been a person I could lean on.
Yeah, that is unique. The two schools, literally the golf course, and getting to play each other in that conference. How big is that one for you to have a team? And you were an assistant coach the last couple of years, so you've played them before. But what to be able to face a Big 8 school?
Yeah, I think it's really a special opportunity as a player. When I was at Monona Grove, always had a lot of respect for the La Follette football program, had a lot of buddies who played for the team, and we always talked about, if we played each other, like this would happen, that would happen. And then now as a coach being on the other side of it, it's really cool to bring the two communities together. People get really excited about the game, and I have the utmost respect for Beckwith and the Monona Grove football program and coming through there. I know it's one of the premier programs in the state and in the area for sure. So it's just a great opportunity to get out there and play some of the best.
Yeah, as head coach, is that something you wanted to have as a non-conference?
Absolutely. I mean, even as a Monona Grove head coach, we still cheer for the east side of Madison, and we want to see Madison the Fall be just as successful as they do. It's fun to have that rivalry game and all that stuff. But obviously, at the end of the day, we're still cheering for them. Obviously, especially with the new playoff system. I mean, we become their biggest fans throughout the season, and just like during the heat of the battle, it's when you got a brother on the other side of the field, you still want to, kick your brother's butt on, during the game. But that's out of respect for him as Torrin as a coach and out of their program. We want to see their program keep growing and doing well. And we cheer for the east side of Madison, and when we incorporate ourselves part of the east side Madison. Well,
you mentioned now playoffs. First of all, Brandon, how do you think it went year one?
Of the playoff system in general, I love it. I was always I couldn't stand sitting in seating meetings and looking at people and and there's some side deals going on behind the scenes and all that stuff, and it drove me nuts. My anxiety goes through the roof. So just it is what it is at the end of the day. So I just take it what it is, and and that's kind of the life lesson we tell our kids all the time. Anyways, there's you got to go through adversity left and right. So if you don't like it, then go through the adversity process and grow from it.
And Torrin, as a player, you under the old system, you didn't know if you're going to be in, what division you were going to be in. Now you assume with the foul you're going to be a D1, but still there was that uncertainty. Now, as an assistant, foul it's not quite there yet, but that's a goal. So what do you see now as a former player, the way they're set up now?
Yeah, I definitely like the new system. It makes more sense. I think it is best for high school football. Andy Lavoie, our defensive coordinator, is a big component to helping kind of craft that system. So just sitting down and being able to pick his brain and talk about kind of the playoff football and gym rule and just what other states do, super interesting. But I definitely like the new system.
Now, taking a look at your guys' teams individually, Coach Beckwith, I'll start with you. You guys lose 21 seniors this season after a phenomenal campaign last year. I believe you lost 2 games by a total of 5 points.
Thanks for reminding me. Yep.
Yeah, of course.
We were there for the last one. Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But what are you expecting from your team this year, and how do you hope to replicate that success?
I mean, every year is different. Obviously, yes, 21 quality seniors you lose in a program is you're like, holy mackerel. But our off season has been tremendous. I mean, I will say I think our off season has been I'll put it on paper that the best it's ever been. And we're really excited for the incoming group there's of juniors and seniors. It's a small senior class this year we have. But there's been guys with playing experience, and then there's incoming juniors that have really worked really hard with not a lot of game experience, but just football experience in general. We're really excited to see where this goes. It's kind of goes back to the old years when we were state champs and even state runner-up. We didn't know how the season was going to go at the beginning of the year, and we feel like this team kind of resembles a little bit of that are coming together. That the camaraderie is great, the work ethic's great, and just great guys. So you put all those pieces in play and control the controllables around you, and we'll just see what the record ends up.
But I ask one player. D'Angelo Clay. We thought he's been a beast. He's smiling over there, knowing he got to face him in game, right away out of the season. His progress and what impact he's going to have on the defense and offense too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, D'Angelo is, in my opinion, one of the best players in the state of Wisconsin. And that's just, obviously I'm biased, but the kid doesn't miss a single minute in our weight room, doesn't miss a single opportunity to lead. I mean, he was a captain for us as a junior. Obviously, his wrestling, his abilities are through the roof. The guy is just a great guy, a great football player, and I don't want that stress to go on them. I just want them to play and have fun because that's number one. But obviously the expectations are huge for D'Angelo Clay this year. I wouldn't want to go compete against him. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I'm glad he's on our side.
And Coach Young, I believe you were hired in March, so you've only been on the job for about 4 months. What have you learned in those 4 months, and how are you preparing for taking over your inaugural season?
Yeah, it's been overwhelming, to say the least, but it's been an awesome experience. I think when you're an assistant coach, you get a glimpse of kind of what it takes, but you have no idea really. You don't think about some of the logistics, the fundraising, the communications, the different systems you have to build, the organization, and developing practice plans and schedules and getting dates on the calendar. So all that has been great and overwhelming. But again, I got a great community of parents and families who have been huge and have helped out with that and have volunteered. Our coaching staff has been all hands on deck, and then again, just mentors and people. I think there's been probably 10+ coaches around the area that I have met through the years who have offered their support or advice, so that's been great.
I can ask you about one player, Patrick Toomey, honorable mention All-Conference player last year. What's his impact going to be for you guys this year?
Yeah, so Pat, I love the kid. He's just a great human being. You may remember years ago he kind of got thrusted onto the varsity stage as a freshman, a little prematurely, but he didn't flinch, he didn't waver, and just kind of he took his lumps and kept going. And now we get to see senior Pat Toomey take the field, and I think he's just a great kid. He shows up every day, doesn't miss a day in the weight room. He's always asking questions. This offseason, he organized captain's practices with the guys for the first time in a while at La Follette. We had 25 kids organizing to go run routes at 7 o'clock in the morning on a school day. So his leadership has been tremendous, and his athletic ability is I think through the years he hasn't really had the opportunity to really showcase that, and I think this year he'll be able to open it up a little bit and show what he has.
Riley Jauch alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. This is ESPN Madison's PrepMania Coaches Roundtable. Brandon Beck with Torrin Young with us. Both of your squads are sort of at different points, to be honest. Coach Young, I'll start with you. La Follette hasn't posted a winning season since 2019. What are your honest expectations and benchmarks you're trying to hit in year one?
I think for us, honestly, the biggest thing is for our kids to believe in themselves. We have tremendous athletes at La Follette. We have tremendous kids, and some of our kids face a lot of barriers and a lot of adversity, or our kids have been told that they're not good enough or they don't have what it takes, and we do. We have the people in the building to get it done, and we just need to believe that. And I think at times we go out on the field and we were beat before we even started the game, just based on kind of the history that kind of had built up. So the biggest thing is just building that belief. And, I can't guarantee any record, but what I do want to say is when whoever we play, they got to feel that La Follette played them that night. We'll be physical, we'll be tough, we're going to give great effort, and we're going to play together. So.
And Coach Beckwith, you discussed that this is one of the best off seasons you've ever had. Graduating 21 seniors, who do you expect to step up this season to continue your success?
I mean, I would sit here and talk about individuals. Obviously, guys that played last year. It's nice to have a quarterback back as a leader, and there's other guys in our room that had. We have an offensive lineman that's been leading our offensive line. Logan Donker's good, for a few years now. He started since a sophomore. And then, without naming names, every position group has some guys. It's the old cliche that, next man up mentality. Last year the three seniors that we lost at linebacker, When they were juniors, they waited their turn. They just were scout team linebackers and prepped all junior season. And then when their opportunity arose, they were phenomenal, as all conference football players, all region football players. So, that's always your hope. Your hope is that they've been watching the person in front of them and try to emulate that as best as they can. And then we hope that it spreads like wildfire. And like I said, we have a lot of depth and a lot of guys really competing and in competition within your program. I mean, that's the number one thing when you're pushing each other and you want to see other people be successful, which I truly do think that we have. That situation going on right now is where everyone is cheering for each other and knowing that ultimately it's us versus the individuals.
Well, one of the problems, it's been a while for the city. It's been kind of a struggle. Mike Harris, over at Memorial had a good run there, but it's been a lack of youth programs, whatever. What's your situation at La Follette now? Is there a youth program? And then, at Monona Grove, you want to talk about the impact on yours?
Yeah, so we have the Capital Region Youth Football League, and Mike Harris is actually leading that charge.
That's a new program that's starting with the city, right?
Yeah, so La Follette is a part of that league now that has East, La Follette, West, Poinet, Edgewood, and then I believe Wisconsin Heights is going to be joining us. So really excited about that. It's a great opportunity. It was tough for a long time because a lot of the Madison schools had to go to Illinois and drive 2 hours to play a game. So if there's a parent who can't afford gas money to take their kid to the game, then they were just opting to keep their kid out of football. So having football in the area within a 20 to 30-minute radius at most is huge for our kids, and really excited about what we're building with that. Now, our youth program specifically, I would say, through COVID and some of that adversity, we were one of the youth programs that were able to kind of see it through and have had a very strong parent group and a very strong board that just really kept it rolling. So we're really excited about that, and there's just a bunch of people involved who are hardworking, very passionate about our kids and our community. So that's been awesome to be able to partner with them.
And Brandon, with Monona Grove, how successful, and you've been part of that for a long time.
Yeah, obviously, within our youth program, we work with a lot of head coaches in the area, and in our league, and youth football, obviously is key to to having the pipeline go through. But the reality is too is kids are a lot busier than they used to be. It's and I don't want to get into the specialization talk and all that stuff, but it drives me crazy. And my biggest thing is with our youth pro is just numbers and making sure the kids are having fun, learning the basics of football, making sure it's knowing that it is fun, and they can do it all. You listen to people talk that have been successful at the upper levels. You don't have to go travel and do all these fancy things and in order to have fun. Have fun with your brothers that you compete with and cheer for each other. Like I said, it's so fun to have your teammates cheering for you in other sports and being happy for your success in other sports versus trying to separate. So we want our guys to stay together. I want our football players to play as many sports as they possibly can. I want to make sure I'm clear on that, and but I also want them to the memories that they make together is from the time they're a peewee football player all the way through their high school experience. In my opinion, is the number one priority.
Last question for each of you. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's felt like the summer has flown by. We're already knocking on the doorstep of high school football season again. What excites you most about the upcoming season? Torrin, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think just the opportunity. Again, when you have a 2-win season and the year before that you have a 1-win season, people don't expect much of you. And I'm really excited about that challenge. Our kids are really excited about that challenge. And every week is an opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong. And again, like I said, I can't guarantee a win-loss record, but I just know when we take the field, I want teams to be like, wow, that wasn't an easy game. wow, those La Follette kids are tough. Wow, those La Follette kids, they came with it. So I'm excited about that and just kind of changing the culture around what that looks like in football at La Follette.
Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, wins aside, obviously, we have our team goals, and and obviously, I would sit here and we want to win a conference championship and compete at the state level for a state championship. But I think the most thing I'm excited about, to be, truthful, like Torrin alluded to earlier, you as a head coach, you go through things like just trying to get things on a calendar is a nightmare these days, and all those little things. And the last thing you want to do is chase kids around all summer and and start the season angry because they're not accountable or around. And I'm excited because this year I don't feel like that. I feel like our kids have been accountable. I feel like our kids are good character kids. And then when the going gets tough, I feel like we can hang our hat on the hard work they put in, and and ultimately the result is the result. But I truly believe that all those little details end up making great successes down the road. And like I said, we always talk about controlling the controllables, and we talk about it every day. And I think that this group is a team that can take it to the next level with strong senior leadership and a lot of juniors, incoming guys. I'm excited for that in general.
Mark your calendars, August 27th, Monona Grove versus Madison La Follette. Wishing you guys the best of luck on both of your seasons. Really appreciate your time today. For the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau, for Coach Brandon Beckwith, for Coach Torrin Young, my name is Riley Jauch. ESPN Madison's PrepMania Coaches Roundtable continues next. Don't go anywhere.
Will Tucker Kraft be the NFL's highest paid tight end?
If and when it does get done, my prediction is that number will start with a 2, and that will help reset the tight end market.
Your home for Packers fans, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Verona Area High School. Thank you for sticking with us through this weather delay, and hope you enjoyed the interviews Dennis and I did with head coaches Brandon Beckwith and Torrin Young of Monona Grove and Madison La Follette, respectively. Like I said, very much looking forward to that game on August 27th. But we still have some football here to play on August 21st between the Verona Wildcats and the Oak Creek Knights, as the Wildcats lead 7-0. But we have some news for you folks. As the fans start to trickle back into the stands, the student section has refilled. We have a new start time, 8:01. I repeat, 8:01, just 9 minutes away, and we will be back with some football. Once again, 5:05 remaining in the first quarter. Verona leading Oak Creek 7-0, and 8:01 is our new start time. The rain has cleared up, the heavens opened, and they have closed, thankfully. Massive shout out to the real MVP today, our video producer Owen Dimple, who is currently soaking wet, reassembling our video equipment. Somehow was able to keep the stream alive and get the equipment out of the rain. He is an absolute animal, folks. Fantastic work all around, but especially Owen Dimple for keeping us on the air for this weather delay. It is cleared up. People are returning to their seats, and thankfully, we will still have some football here tonight. An eventful season opener already here at Verona Area High School. Dennis, did you learn anything during our weather delay?
Just stay inside, stay dry. That's it.
Sage advice. Once again, 5:05 remaining in the first quarter. Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. I believe, if I remember correctly, it will be Verona football in their own territory when we resume play here. The referees have taken the field. Cheerleaders are back. Crowd is back. Student section is back. Now we're just waiting on the players. 8:01, folks. Don't go anywhere. 8:01. We'll be back in 8 minutes with some football for you. We will step aside, take one more break, and when we return, we will be back to action here at Verona Area High School. Thank you so much for bearing with us in a wild week 1 here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. PrepMania also brought to you in part by Wanakee Remodeling. Maybe if your house was hit by one of these fast-acting storms or another one, go to Wanakee Remodeling. Dreaming of transforming your home? Wanakee Remodeling makes it happen. From stunning kitchens to beautiful exterior upgrades, their expert team delivers quality craftsmanship you can trust. Call 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for your free consultation today. Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We will be back with football for you at 8:01. Don't go anywhere, folks. Thank you for watching and listening as the Verona Wildcats take the field to a raucous applause here at Verona Area High School. Don't go anywhere, folks. Zimbrick on his presentation of PrepMania. We'll be back after this.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors. The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecasts in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, with my brother and business partner, Aaron Brown.
Siding Unlimited has grown into Wisconsin's best local remodeling company and proven by our long list of awards, highlighted by our 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
We're way past big speech time. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Just go out and play and have fun.
This team is perfect.
Let's go out there and we'll leave it all out on the field.
Are you kidding me? And he hit! Oh, baby!
Didn't move off the glass. It's good.
One man to beat. Touchdown!
Look out below.
I love what we do with our prep coverage.
Thanks again for all the coverage. It means a lot to our kids. It means a lot to their families.
Keep the excitement in the air.
It's really valuable to us. I want you to know that, guys.
Listen up. This is our time now.
This is the one that matters the most.
Intercepted? It is. They're playing for their first state championship.
And it's over.
Oh, my goodness. Put this on my staff.
We can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game.
Let's go. It's out time. Everybody in. Out time. Out time.
Turns on the jet and takes it the distance.
That's a 10. That's a 10, baby.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We are back with some football, folks. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The rain, the storms have come and gone here at Verona Area High School, and we are just about ready to resume action just under 3 minutes away from said resumption of play, I believe that's the word. Riley Jauch, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau, he went to the bathroom. He will be back shortly, but still an excellent time for him to go use the facilities with still 2.5 minutes remaining in this weather delay. But to reset the scene for you, Verona leads Oak Creek by a score of 7-0. Quarterback Emmett Vukabrat hit wide receiver Dion Knutson for a 60-plus yard touchdown on Verona's first drive of the season. You couldn't really draw it up any better if you were head coach Andrew Riley and the Wildcats. Head coach Brian Calhoun of the Oak Creek Knights still trying to find their way on the ground. They come in with a massive offensive line, 2 all-conference running backs, and a brand-new quarterback in Blake Ulizelski. Still trying to find their footing here in the young season. Have not been able to thus far against a very staunch Verona Wildcats defense. But still lots and lots of time left as we still aren't out of the first quarter, folks. So plenty of football remaining and plenty of time to reestablish if you are Brian Calhoun and the Oak Creek Knights. Maybe that was just the reset they needed, a little bit of lightning to strike to re-energize their team. And if you're head coach Andrew Riley, you got to hope the momentum stays with the Wildcats regardless of the delay. But I can tell both teams are chomping at the bit, if you will, ready to get back on the turf. And it's another nice thing about Verona Area High School. Very nice turf here. Appears to have drained well. When I walked on the field during pregame, it was very dry, which I was a little bit surprised by because of the rain earlier. I would assume it'd be a little slick given how torrential the downpour was just a few minutes ago. But we shall see if footing issues are in play. Still waiting on the return of the dean, but we will do what we can in his stead. As the ball has been spotted at the 41-yard line, the left hash. Just 15 ticks remaining on the clock as the Oak Creek defense trots onto the field, led by a couple of their studs, Corbin Jansen and Lincoln Hansen and Jansen. And here comes the Verona Wildcats offense, led by senior quarterback Emmett Vukabrat. And after a honestly not so long delay, but still too long of a delay, we are finally back. Ball marked on the left hash, 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Should I say 2 on the left? Running back to the left of Vukabrat. He'll take the snap. QB keeper off the left side. Cuts back inside past the midfield stripe into Knights territory. And it'll be a first down on the first carry of the second half of the first quarter, if you will. Verona picking up right where they left off on a nice pickup from Emmett Vukabrat. Under 5 minutes remaining now here in quarter number 1. Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. One receiver split out wide on each side. Under center, give off the left. Bounces off a tackle inside the 40, inside the 35-yard line before he is slung to the turf. Another first down run for Verona. That's Jackson Gensler Soda. Dennis talked about him to lead off this broadcast. Quickly now, the Wildcats to the line. Under center, they'll run it right back. Adam Gensler Soda into the secondary, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Verona does not miss a beat. Weather delay be darned. However, there is a flag on the play. And the Stripes are discussing. As it stands right now, 13-0 on a Jackson Gensler Soda touchdown, but it looks like this might be coming back. As it is a hold on the Wildcats. A massive break for Oak Creek, as there was little to no resistance from the Knights defense. Gensler Soda with a rampage into the end zone, but it will be a spot foul, so a first down in the red zone from the 20-yard line of Oak Creek. Verona working right to left if you happen to be listening on the ESPN Wisconsin app. A determined march towards pay dirt. Wildcats in business as we are rejoined by the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Dennis, you almost missed the touchdown, but they called it back so you could be a part of the call.
Yeah.
As pistol formation here for Vukabrat. Webking now the lone set back behind him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Vukabrat takes the snap, play action, looking left, incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended target. That was the tight end, Gabe Weisensell. 4 minutes, 26 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Verona 7, Oak Creek nothing. And Verona, Dennis, really facing little resistance thus far on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm able to run the ball a little bit here, too, after those big pass plays to start out with.
Gensler Soda, now the running back, offset I formation. Vukabrat under center. Give off the left side. Gensler Soda rams his way into the teeth of the Knights defense, and he is brought down on the play by Lincoln Hansen. Pickup of 4 sets up a third down and manageable here for Verona. 3rd down and 6 to be precise. Ball on the 16-yard line.
It's good to see Jackson Soda get a couple carries here. As big as he is on defense, he can be a difference maker.
A wrecking ball
too.
On the offense. Shotgun formation here for Verona. 3rd down and 6 from the 16. 2 receivers to the right, 2 on the left. Vukabrat takes the snap, looking to the right, got his man in the flat. That's Weisensell, but he will not make the line to gain. Good pursuit by the Oak Creek defense. 4th down and 3.
That's a mistake on the receiver. You got to get behind the sticks. You can't wait, and then hopefully that you can fight your way through.
Now, 4th down and 3. Ball on the right hash, the 13-yard line, or making the 14-yard line of Oak Creek. Andrew Riley not wasting any time. He's leaving the offense out on the field. Webking to the right of Vukabrat. 2 receivers to the left, 2 on the right. Vukabrat the snap, pump fake, looking to the right, looking to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown Wildcats!
No flag?
Flag after the play, but I don't believe that will take away the touchdown. Vukabrat, the pitch and catch. Couldn't tell who the receiver was. Hard to read the number, but maybe it is coming back. As the referees once again discuss, could this be the 2nd touchdown taken off the board due to a penalty?
And a gutsy call there. I like it with the turf, with all the rain. Don't want to try field goal at this point, I think. You got to have some faith in your offense, too. But another penalty. This is one of those things they were talking about not having the first week.
And a legal touch on Verona. Stepped out of bounds, came back in.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for the Wildcats as that will bump them back, and now get our first field goal opportunity for Evan Bartel.
And from the 24, so you're looking at a 41-yard field goal attempt.
41 yards for Bartel. Ball on the right hash. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, low, end over end, and it is good. 41 yards, no problem for Bartel. And your score with 2 minutes, 54 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Verona 10, Oak Creek nothing. PrepMania brought to you in part by Celebrations Entertainment. With Celebrations Entertainment, planning events has never been easier. They have complete event services for weddings, corporate events, nonprofit events, outdoor movies, casino nights, and much more fun. Visit celebrationsentertainment.com to get started today. Celebrations Entertainment, fun, memorable events. And Dennis, unfortunately, if you're Verona, you got points on the board, but you left 4 out there. 2 touchdowns taken away by penalties, a holding and an illegal touch, respectively. How are you feeling if you're head coach Andrew Riley right now?
Well, you got the points here. I like that. That's the 4th field goal attempt and made by Bartel. He was 3 for 3 last year, long of 35, so now we have a career. Now we know we can go out to the 40, so if they get the ball around the 20-yard line, they're going to be kicking. So that's a plus. When your all-conference kicker comes back and nails one, gets the extra point, and now the field goal. But disappointing that the penalties. Again, we talked about taking care of the first game issues, mental mistakes, false starts, going out of bounds, coming back in. Those are the things you want to clean up. And they always say that week 1 to 2 is your most improvement. A lot of times it's little things like that. They'll look at the film and going, what are you thinking? Come on, guys. That's where football IQ comes in on certain things that you can't do. Like, you got to have 12 men on the field. No, 11 men on the field. We saw that last year a couple of times.
Yep. But on the flip side, if you're Verona,
they're up
you're having those mistakes, but you're still up 10-0 here in the first quarter.
We'll see. We had a 10-0 lead for Sun Prairie East last night.
Before West De Pere came storming back. Bartel, wobbly kick, caught at the 10. Takes it straight up the gut past the 25-yard line and drilled. Stopped at the 29-yard line.
Seabrooks again on the return.
Kaysen Seabrooks, all-conference honorable mention last year in the Southeastern Conference. On the return, Knights offense will begin at the 29-yard line. Ball spotted on the left hash. Blake Ulizelski looking to lead his first scoring drive as the quarterback of the Knights. Under center, single back formation. It's going to be a give to the back and nothing doing for Bayless Hooker, as the holes have just not opened up here in the early going for Oak Creek.
Mark Voss, 54, his first varsity experience out here as a starter. Makes a nice tackle there.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for Oak Creek. Trailing by 10, just over 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Front 7 for the Verona defense, doing yeoman's work in the early goings. 2 tight ends to the left of the formation, 2 receivers split out wide on the right. Ulizelski once again under center. Takes the snap, straight drop, looking, pressure coming. He'll step up, take it himself, and ripped to the ground after a gain of a few.
Smart move.
Looked to be Grant Maiden on the stop.
They call him Iron Maiden.
It's a good nickname.
Good made of iron. That was a great call by the quarterback. He almost got hammered there. He pulled it, tucked it in, straight up the field. Don't dance around. Just try to get some positive yardage. And he ended up picking up 3 yards on the play.
Ulizelski took what he could get and now sets up a 3rd down and long for his offense. Ball at the 32-yard line, just shaded toward the left. He'll once again be under center, single back formation. Pitch play to the outside, and slung down in the backfield. Gensler Soda doing it all tonight. Harold Lewis nowhere to run.
What did I say before? He's a snapper on the punt because he can make open field tackles. Blew through the line from his linebacker spot. One-on-one tackle, picture perfect. Dropped him in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Wildcats defense ferocious here in this first quarter. For the 3rd consecutive drive, Oak Creek will have to punt it away.
It's now 9 carries for 12 yards rushing and 3 possessions for Oak Creek.
Danilo Paldermick, the talented specialist for the Knights, his 3rd punt of the day. This one, a nice one. Caught at the 30-yard line. Bringing it back outside the hash, outside the numbers, 40, 45, 50, into Oak Creek territory. 40 inside the 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Jax Wepking, but another penalty at the 43-yard line of Verona. We'll see if this brings an excellent return back, and it appears it will. Two flags on the play, one in the backfield, right where Paldermick was set up, one in the area of holding.
I'm going to get a roughing or running into. See what down.
And decision time for Coach Calhoun. If it's running, I'm sure you'd take the holding penalty or whatever would negate the return. If it's roughing, you get a first down. 9 seconds to go here in quarter number one. 10-0, Verona leading Oak Creek. As lots of discussions from the referees tonight.
And now,
as we await the announcement. Here it is. A personal foul, roughing the kicker, and that will give new life to the Oak Creek offense. It was, in fact, holding on the return.
you're going to take the ball, not the
Yep.
one. So
He'll take the free first down, as now the referees will walk out the 15 yards. Goodness, and Dennis, that's how you let a team back into a ball game.
It cost them 4 points on the offensive end, and now extend the drive here.
Penalties, the only thing able to stop Verona thus far has been themselves, as now a 15-yard penalty on the roughing the punter. Personal foul penalty. Ball now spotted at the right hash, 45-yard line. Best field position of the day thus far for Oak Creek. Just 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. More than likely the final play. Ulizelski under center. Give to Bayless Hooker. Probing straight ahead. Not much doing, but positive gain. And another flag way after the play from the backfield. Early indications that it once again will be on the Wildcats. As Oak Creek already moving forward. Another personal foul potentially. Man, lots of laundry, lots of discussion here early that we're trying to decipher.
Oh.
All right, no, it'll be a hold on the offense. Man, a late hold, as it appeared the flag was thrown after the play had finished, but a hold nonetheless. First down in 20. When we come back, we are through one quarter of play here at Verona Area High School. Verona 10, Oak Creek nothing. Be back in a minute. This is Zimbrick on his presentation of PrepMania.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecast in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's a party here through one quarter at Verona Area High School. The home team up 10-0 as we begin quarter number 2, and it's a first down and 20 for the visiting Oak Creek Knights as the referees continue their discussion. And now who knows what's going on as both teams heading back to their sidelines now.
They didn't flip the field.
Oh, and that
end of the quarter.
And right you are, Dennis. They did not flip the field
I'm looking.
at the end of the quarter, and now they will walk the ball to the other side. It's week 1 for everyone, week 1 for us, week 1 for both of these squads, and week 1 for the referees.
I'm doing my sheet here. I just flipped it on my play-by-play sheet. I'm going,
hold up.
Wait a minute. Isn't Oak Creek supposed to be going to our left now? Hey.
And there it is. Ball now correctly spotted as Oak Creek will be moving right to left as we see it. PrepMania brought to you in part by Channel 3000. High school sports fans, News 3 Now keeps you covered all day with the weather, like today's. You need to plan ahead what's happening in the community and local sports across Madison and southern Wisconsin. Stay informed with the latest local news on News 3 Now. I should have checked the News 3 Now forecast before our game today.
How many people brought rain gear tonight? Not too many.
Not as many as they probably should have. But as we now, I guess, take our end of first quarter break, interesting game flow here tonight, Dennis. It's a great time to give a score update from an area team that I think folks may be interested in. Our resident Muskego alum, Jesse Nelson, letting us know that number 2 ranked Muskego in our large school Pizza Hut media poll is up 17-7 over number 9 Wanakee at halftime. We just beginning the second quarter. As ball at the 35-yard line, first down and 20 for Oak Creek. Man in motion, left to right. Ulizelski under center and a false start on the offense. Back-to-back penalties now for Oak Creek as they are moving the wrong direction.
No, first and 25.
First down and 25. We have yet to see Oak Creek convert a first down without a penalty. And they have made things significantly harder for themselves on this drive. 2 receivers to the left. Single back. Connor Mays in motion, left to right. Ball at their own 30-yard line. Ulizelski back to throw. Flips it to his running back. Out of the backfield, and he can't make the 30-yard line.
Lewis.
Harold Lewis doesn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. And after 2 penalties, a 1-yard loss for Oak Creek, trying to muster any sort of momentum on offense. Dennis, how much of this so far do you think is Oak Creek's inability to execute how they want on the offensive side of the ball, or Verona's defense just beating them to the punch?
I think it's just the quickness off the ball. A number of times they've been in the backfield before the handoff, and so they know they know what's coming. Sometimes you know what's coming, and you still can't stop it. But again, greater emphasis on run defense in the offseason, and I like what I see so far from the Wildcats.
Second down and 26 now for Oak Creek. 3 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Ball at their own 29-yard line. Don't want to say it. We did see more lightning flash way in the distance. Hopefully, it appears to be moving the other direction. So hopefully play continues. And now it appears to be some other unknown stoppage for whatever reason. And Brian Calhoun will call a timeout. The Verona defense fired up coming off the field. And we continue to see more lightning off in the distance. Hopefully that is ignored, as it does not appear to be compromising anyone's safety. But the timeout gives me the opportunity to tell you about Game 1. Looking to elevate your game? Game 1 provides your team with custom uniforms, apparel, and equipment. Their online team and fan stores allow you to get custom gear anytime, anywhere. Game One, built for performance and backed by unmatched service. Visit game-1.com today because your team deserves the best. I'm wearing my Game One polo right now. Excellent quality. Nice Nike ESPN Madison branded polo. Gotta love our great new partner in Game One. What do you think, Dennis?
Looks pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm going to get one of those.
Oak Creek's offense has not looked quite as good thus far. I love your ESPN College Game Day shirt from 2019. Dennis, what does Oak Creek need to do to get the ball moving here on offense?
Well, again, just they're trying to get something going with the run game to open up the pass game, but maybe they're going to have to go spread a little bit and attack the secondary, because right now the front seven has just been dominant. Again, we had first 9 plays rushing. I had a total of 12 yards. And the only reason this drive is alive is because of a roughing the punter penalty.
And since they have only moved backwards, ball on their own 29-yard line. Ulizelski back to throw. Got his man on the screen, and he is swung down. Connor Mays with nowhere to hide. Ethan Sathasivam on the stop. Now 3rd down and 27, I believe, if I counted the yardage correctly.
Yep, loss of 1. Didn't take your math lessons from Strofe, though.
No.
Sorry, Alex. Had to throw that one in there.
Math was never my favorite subject, but I was never terrible at it. But you don't need to know that much about math to know Oak Creek needs to go a long way here on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the right. And another stoppage. A delay of game penalty on Oak Creek. A disastrous possession here for the Knights as they continue to trudge backwards. Ball now, original line of scrimmage was their own 45-yard line. They have made their way back to their own 23.
3rd and 32.
Good golly. 3 receivers to the right, same formation now. Running back to the right of Ulizelski. He takes the snap, pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. 25, 30, 35, and dropped there. Nice pickup on the play for the quarterback, but still well short of the line to gain.
All he did good was
Ethan Sathasivam once again and on the stop.
Gave his punter some more room. 14 yards, though. That was more yards than that carry than they had combined for the whole first part of the game.
And that is that dual threat ability that you talked about in the pregame show, Dennis. It is there, and he has the speed if you get him in space. Just so far, the Wildcats, a vice. Oh, low snap, bobbled, picked up, recovered well, but a short punt takes a bounce the 45-yard line, but a really good Oak Creek Knights bounce and rolls all the way inside the 25-yard line. Good work to make something out of nothing for Danilo Paldermick. Or Paldermich, according to the PA man. 8 minutes, 56 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Verona leading 10-0 over Oak Creek as their offense looks to make this a 3-score game. Whatever the Oak Creek offense has met in resistance, Verona's offense has dealt with the lack of it. 2 receivers to the right, 1 split out very far on the right. Ball on the left hash. Bugabrat takes the snap, bumps into his running back, but that does not matter as he bursts his way up the middle, past the 30-yard line, dropped to the 31-yard line.
Web King. Fisher on the stop.
Web King, I was watching, pardon me, I guess that was a gain of 9 on the play. Second down and 1. Excellent start to this drive once again for Verona. Webking certainly has speed to burn. Vucabrat in the gun, Webking to his left. 2 receivers out that way. Going to be a give to Webking, and he is stopped right at the marker. Will depend on the spot. They give him the first down. Corbin Jansen.
He's got it.
One of the Knights in on the stop. First down and 10 now for Verona. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. Straight on, Oak Creek searching for answers anywhere. Need a big play from their defense. Vucabrat in the pistol. 3 receivers to the left. Webking directly behind Vucabrat. Play action. Plenty of time. Winds up. Rainbow's left side wide open. Nobody within 10 yards of Dion Knutson. Touchdown, Verona.
Right down the left sideline, wide open.
Too easy.
Well, his first one was a 65-yard catch. This is 66.
And we brought up the Randy Moss stat line. He's well on his way right now, averaging over 60 yards a reception. You will certainly take that if you are Verona. 16-0.
2 catches, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Wow.
Bartel on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is good with 7 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Verona 17, Oak Creek nothing. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I don't think there's any wide receiver in the state better than Dion Knutson at present. His stat line is enviable. Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Riley Jauch alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Verona with an early cushion, 17-0 with 7 minutes, 27 seconds to go here in the first half. And the connection between Emmett Vucabrat and Dion Knutson is something to admire, Dennis.
Yeah, when you look at the quarterback battle, I think the coaches are vindicated on this one.
Mm-hmm.
He hit him right in stride. That was perfect. Right down the sideline, nobody within 10 yards of him, and he cruised into the end zone. And that's one where Taryn Jackson probably would have done a backflip.
Mm-hmm. Well, we still have plenty of time, Dennis.
He would have flipped him the ball and done it. They probably would have penalized him.
Yeah.
I told him to check with the coach to make sure he can't do that in the game. That was one of the highlights of our ESPN UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week profile that ran this week.
And how good does this have to feel for Vucabrat, Dennis? Injured in the season opener last year, and a couple of beauties to his wide receiver, Dion Knutson, tonight. Another pooch kick, fumble inside the 20-yard line, now picked up by Bayless Hooker as he plows his way past the 25-yard line, finally dropped at the 29. As the Oak Creek offense trots back onto the field.
Could have been disaster there with the muff.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So three drives, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal. Good start. And it could have been 21-0 here.
100% scoring percentage thus far for the Wildcats. Nothing doing whatsoever for the visiting Knights as they look to build some sort of momentum here.
Third drive of the 4 that starts at the 29. So far 0 for 3 on the drive.
Ulizelski back to throw, looking to his
Yeah,
right, too wide for his intended target, Connor Peterson. Incomplete.
I think he rushed out a little bit, but that pressure he's been getting, I think he, another step, might have been able to connect.
And it wasn't bad coverage either.
No, receiver hadn't quite separated either, and they threw it outside.
Looked to be Hyson Jackson in the vicinity. 2nd down and 10 now from their own 29-yard line. It's an interesting remark you make, Dennis, that most of their drives have started on the 29-yard line.
4, yeah.
Very interesting. Consistency from the kick coverage team and Bartell, that's for sure. 2nd down and 10 now. Ball in the left hash. Going to be a delayed give. Bayless Hooker finally with some running room and lowers the shoulder. Pushes forward down at the 42-yard line. First down. Made without a penalty for the Oak Creek Knights. Courtesy of Jay Bayless Hooker.
Pick up a 13 there. And that's the kind of play that Coach Calhoun was looking for.
And now let's see if the Knights can build upon it. 1st down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. 2 receivers split out wide on each side. Ulizelski in the gun. Running back to his left. Another delayed give. Bayless Hooker again bounces it outside the numbers 50 into Verona territory, and that's another 1st down. Jay Bayless Hooker.
Jackson
the all-SEC first-teamer from a season ago. Starting to get his legs underneath him. 1st down and 10. First time Oak Creek has breached Wildcats territory. 6 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Verona 17, Oak Creek nothing. Finally a little bit of offensive momentum.
It's a crucial scoring drive because Verona gets the ball to start the second half. They want to put some points up here.
Ulizelski, give is to Lewis as he is tripped up after a gain of a couple. But some holes at least starting to open up for the Oak Creek running backs. 2nd down and 8. Ball towards the left hash in the middle of the field. Spotted at the 46-yard line of Verona. 6:15 remaining here in quarter number 2. 17-0 Wildcats on top. Peterson split out wide to the left. Single back formation. Ulizelski under center. Takes the snap. Going to be a give to Lewis, and he is slung down in the backfield, but they're going to get him for a face mask. A little too tall on the tackle, and that'll be a much needed personal foul penalty for Oak Creek.
Max a little too eager on that one. But he was in again in the backfield.
In the backfield in a flash.
He almost could have taken the handoff himself.
You talked about that team speed quite a bit tonight, Dennis. It has been apparent from this Wildcats defense, a team that hopes to be a serious player as usual in the Big 8 Conference. That moves the ball up to the 34-yard line of the Wildcats. Under 6 minutes to play now. Ulizelski in the gun. Going to be a QB keeper straight up the middle, following his blockers for a pickup of a couple. They'll give him 2 on the play. Up to the 32-yard line of Verona. A little misdirection.
Joe Seelan in on that play, inside linebacker. One of the co-captains.
Also listed as a fullback. Love to see fullbacks listed on rosters. Certainly still a thing across Wisconsin high school football.
Kind of merged into an H-back, tight end, you know, depending on the schemes.
Logan Onsanger maybe in a similar role with Oak Creek. He's in the backfield with Bayless Hooker. Under center snap, Ulazowski, he's got time, rolling out to his right. On the run, fires towards the end zone, just a bit too far for Aiden Sweet. Couldn't quite track it down. Not a bad throw from Ulazowski. Made sure his receiver was the only one who had a chance to get it. Unfortunately for him and the Knights, it falls incomplete, setting up a 3rd down and a long 8. Whistles blow. The referees move the ball forward. Now it's a true 8 yards. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Oak Creek trailing 17-0. They need a score on this drive as the Verona offense has had no issue finding the end zone. Ulazowski, Lewis.
Taking their time. It's a 4-minute plus drive right now.
To his right in the gun, 3 receivers out to the right. Man in motion is Bayless Hooker. He stands on the left. Ulazowski looking to his right, almost intercepted. Maybe some miscommunication as the ball almost found the arms of Cooper Blodgett. Now decision time for Coach Calhoun. 4th down and long. It appears he will keep his offense on the field. You sense this is a critical juncture already here in the first half, Dennis.
It'll be a 49-yard field goal, and the longest for their kicker is 29. So, nope.
Paldermeach talented, but 49 yards is long for a college kicker. 4 minutes, 38 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Oak Creek trailing 17-0. 4th down and 9 from the Verona 32-yard line. Takes the snap, rolling out to his right. Ulazowski fires, tipped up into the air, incomplete, but a flag on the near side. Early indicators appear to be on Oak Creek as the Verona defense stands tall. Illegal man downfield. The penalty is declined, and the Wildcats will take over at their own 32.
So three drives, 3 scores for Verona. 4 drives is nada for Oak Creek here.
Nothing
And
doing.
now Verona would like to get some points on the board. Then they get the ball to start the second half, so they can put this one away early. So now not only did they need points for Oak Creek, now they're gonna have to get a stop. And we've seen now they took over 4 minutes off the clock, about 4.5 minutes there. But Verona's been quick strike. You look at their scoring drives: 17 seconds, 2:17, and 1:29. So we know in 4 minutes they can put up another one here.
Chunk plays in abundance thus far for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Pistol snap, Vukabrat. Give off the left. There goes Webking inside Oak Creek territory. Stays on his feet before finally being tracked down at the 31-yard line. Quickly to the line of scrimmage now is Verona. They have the Knights on their heels. Now they slow things down. Vukabrat once again in the pistol. Takes the snap. Same play. Give to Webking off the right side. And this time he is stymied. Thrown down in the backfield.
After a 36-yard carry, reality comes crashing down, but he'll take it. There's no gain on the play.
They spot the ball at the 32-yard line. I'm sorry, I don't have a number 91 on my Oak Creek roster. Otherwise, I would have called the young man's name. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Vukabrat in the shotgun. Straight drop, looking to his left, and he loses the football! But jumped on by Verona. Oh, my goodness. Disaster averted for Verona, and a golden opportunity for Oak Creek and Corbin Jansen. Unable to capitalize. Massive loss on the play for Verona, but they keep the football. Ball on their own 45-yard line.
Loss of 13 on the play there, now 3rd and
22. Ball spotted on the right hash, and we've seen from Verona they can get 22 yards. They're down at 22. They lead it 17-0. Just under 3 minutes to play in the half. 4 receivers set. Buka brought the shotgun snap. Quick screen to the left side, and it is blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Oak Creek with the much needed defensive stop. Owen Fisher, the first to greet him in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play, back to the 47-yard line, and Verona, for the first time tonight, will be forced to punt it away. And a penalty on Verona, legal block in the back.
Decline
irrelevant.
Yep, decline that.
Coach Calhoun declines the penalty. He'll stick with 4th down and 25.
But another mistake that Coach Riley will be talking about at halftime.
Still plenty to improve upon in this week's film sessions. Plenty to get on his guys about for Coach Riley. That is for certain, despite the 17-0 lead. Now first time. See Trey Mitchell, high end-over-end kick. Brings the returner to his knees at the 16-yard line of Oak Creek. And the drive doesn't start at the 29-yard line. Have to go a little farther to reach the end zone. First down and 10. We'll see what Oak Creek's 2-minute drill looks like. 2 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the first half as they trail Verona 17-0. Dennis, if you're Oak Creek here, what is your plan of attack? Running game really hasn't worked aside from a couple of runs from Bayless Hooker.
Yeah, you have to put the ball in the air to move it down the field here a little bit. Try to do some play action.
Ulizelski will start under center. Oak Creek coming off their best drive of the game. Pitch out wide to Lewis. He splits a pair of defenders for a nice pickup before being chopped down outside the numbers near the 25-yard line. So the clock drips under 2 minutes here in half number 1. Pickup of 8, 2nd down and 2. Oak Creek quickly to the line. Over 20 seconds elapsed between plays now. Ulizelski under center. Give up the middle. Bayless Hooker almost found daylight. Or pardon me, Harold Lewis couldn't quite shake off those last couple of arms from the Wildcats. Ball at the 31-yard line. Clock stops under 2 minutes on the first down. Chains have reset. It is now moving. Under a minute and a half remaining here in half number 1.
Still got 2 timeouts left here.
Harold Lewis to the left of Ulizelski. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap, rolling out to his left. He's got Bayless Hooker. Jukes one man, but not the second. Jaden Heiss.
You got to be getting out of bounds there. He wasn't going nowhere, so should have gone right to the sidelines to save some time off the clock.
Forces Coach Calhoun to use
timeout number 2.
His second timeout of the half, now with just over a minute. If you're Verona, still 2nd down.
So we got to
potentially get the ball back. Still 3 timeouts left.
Madison College timeout.
That it is a Madison College timeout used by Coach Calhoun. Love our friends over at Madison College, as this timeout is brought to you by Madison College. Great partner of PrepMania. Another great partner of PrepMania is Sweeta Meadow Roofing, a new partner on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. This season, don't just replace your roof, upgrade it. Sweeta Meadow Roofing offers beautiful styles, paired with lasting durability, not to mention their protection designed to stand up to all Wisconsin weather throws your way. It's a roof that's made to last for decades. Explore your options today at SweetaMetalRoofing.com. 1 minute, 2 seconds to go here in half number one. Verona 17, Oak Creek nothing. Ball on the left hash. Three receivers to the right. Ulazowski rolling out that direction. Slings it. Oh, what a catch. Was he in bounds? Referee says no, sir. But heck of an effort from Connor Peterson. Couldn't quite keep the toes in. But probably the best throw and the best catch of the evening from the Knights. 54 seconds to go. Now with all three timeouts, if Verona gets a stop, they'll get one more crack. 3rd down and 9 from their own 33-yard line. Ulazowski organizing the troops is Peterson. Motions to the right, 3 receivers to his right now. Lewis in the backfield. Ulazowski stops, thought about throwing, now scrambling, searching, throws across his body, and it's intercepted. Heist the other way, inside the 40, 35 before he's tripped up, and a nightmare scenario for the Oak Creek Knights as it's Verona football inside the 35-yard line. Jaden Heiss, he may be a reserve on the 2 deep, but man, oh man, is he playing like a superstar this evening. And insult to injury, illegal man downfield penalty for Oak Creek.
Well, you mentioned all 3 timeouts now, 42 seconds. Verona can punch one more in here, or at least put a field goal, make it a 3-score.
All day to work for Vukabrat and company. He trots his men out onto the field. Ball at the 34 of Oak Creek. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers. Vukabrat rolling out. Oh, pressure coming, steps up, flag on the play, and he is smoked at the 35-yard line and driven back. Brady Waterfill, the first to greet him near the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, that was a nice horse collar. Oh, it wasn't quite a horse collar per se, but he did corral him.
And we'll await to see what the call is. Flag was issued relatively early on in the play.
Loss of 6 on the play.
The moment, though, the ball is being spotted at the line of scrimmage. Another illegal man downfield penalty for Verona. Second one we've seen this evening. .33 seconds to go in this first half. Verona 17, Oak Creek nothing. Certainly not the cleanest game we've ever seen, as the 5-yard penalty bumps them back to their own 40-yard line. Once again, the referees discussing, and the expected timeout from head coach Andrew Riley. Still has 2 remaining. And it will be 1st down and 15 when they resume action. PrepMania also brought to you in part by our good friends at the GRB Baseball Academy. Interested in getting individual or group lessons from some of the highest level of coaching for the baseball player in your life? GRB Academy offers individual and group lessons for players of all ages and skill levels. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player. Dennis, for your head coach Andrew Riley, what are you looking to do here in these final plays of the first half to punch it in?
I'll try to get it down at least field goal range so you can add another 3 points there before halftime. Verona does get the ball to start the second half, so but I like to see some urgency. Last night, Sun Prairie just ran a play and then ran out the clock. But these guys, they're now in Oak Creek territory, so you want to get some points on the board. And the receivers, you get out of bounds.
Still plenty of time with 33 seconds and 2 timeouts. First down and 15 from the 39 of Oak Creek. Vukabrat back to throw. Rainbow straight on, incomplete. Just a touch too far for Gabe Weisencell. Full effort.
Pretty good speed.
Full extension, just didn't quite get it.
Pretty good speed for the tight end out there and just out of range.
Vukabrat has delivered some pretty balls tonight.
I like going for it all. I went for the home run ball.
And the receivers have done an excellent job of getting open. Second down and 15, 27 seconds remaining. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Weisencell off the line of scrimmage, fumbles the football, and Vukabrat is brought down. Coach Riley quickly calls a timeout, but the Wildcats moving backwards here as the Oak Creek defense, a valiant effort here at the end of the first half to try and keep the Wildcats from extending their lead.
That was an oops moment.
Yep.
You want to turn it over and give Oak Creek a couple of shots here.
20 seconds to go. Now 1 timeout remaining for Verona.
Again, it's definitely out of field goal range right now. We gotta, but
poor center QB exchange between DeKabater and Vukabrat. Big opportunity here for Oak Creek to keep Verona off the board. Wildcats searching for potential early death knell heading into halftime. 20 seconds remaining. Third down and 18 for Verona from the 43-yard line of Oak Creek. Vukabrat in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Back to throw, pressure coming, steps up, he lost the football. Who's got it? Pile up near midfield. And it's Wildcat football. The pass rush from Oak Creek stepping up here at the end of the first half. And that will do it. The Knights.
Not exactly the pretty way to go in the halftime.
No, it is not if you are Verona or, let's see here, no, Verona, it appears, called a timeout.
1 second.
I guess there's 1 second to go. We have not hit halftime yet here at Verona Area High School. Andrew Riley called a timeout with 1 second to go. He's going to wing it to the end zone.
4th and 25.
Yeah, why not? see what his QB has for an arm.
Oak Creek didn't have a 4th and 32 play. We'll see if they've got one for 4th and 25.
Lots of third down and longs, 4th down and longs for these squads.
Way to go, Coach. Never say die. You know, hey, give your boys a chance. Fling it down there. You've already got a 66 and a 65-yard touchdown pass. This would be a 50-yarder.
And, Dennis, we are no strangers to Hail Marys on PrepMania broadcast. He'll have to get it 50 yards into the end zone. Let's see what Vukabrat's got. He is pressured immediately. Will he even get a throw off? I'm not sure.
Nope, he's going to run it.
And he's going to keep it himself. 40, 35, 30. What's he got? Brought down just short of the 30-yard line. And that will bring us to half. A great half of football if you were a fan of the orange and black. Recoup and recover time for the Oak Creek Knights. Your score at intermission: Verona 17, Oak Creek nothing. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the Zimbrick Honda halftime show coming up next on PrepMania. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton. From oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs, their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006, trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honeys. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buck and Honeys to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buck and Honeys experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buck and Honeys.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for just $22 per pack. Catch Madison's only professional soccer team in action at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit ForwardMadisonFC.com to buy yours today. That's ForwardMadisonFC.com.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's Urgent Care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Molly and Jim. I never thought I'd have to design a second wedding ring, but after losing my original, that's exactly where I found myself. And Jim at Condon Jewelers made the whole experience feel special instead of stressful. I got to sit down with Jim, talk through what I loved about my old ring, and actually be part of designing something that felt like me. And now I absolutely love my new ring. It's beautiful, it's personal, and there's a story behind it. If you're looking for something that feels completely your own, Jim at Condon Jewelers is the person I'd trust to help you create it.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Get ready, Wisconsin. The Sugar River Fire and Smoke Barbecue Festival is bringing the heat to historical Paoli this fall. Presented by renowned pitmaster and TV personality Michelle Wallace and hosted by 7 Acre Dairy Company. Enjoy incredible barbecue from acclaimed pitmasters and local legends, plus live music, barbecue demonstrations, and more all weekend long, September 19th and 20th in Paoli, Wisconsin. Get your tickets now at fireandsmokebarbecuefestival.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A weird and wet first half from Verona Area High School. Welcome back. Riley Elk alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Verona leading Oak Creek 17-0. We've survived a weather delay, and Oak Creek trying to survive an onslaught of big plays from this Verona offense. Dennis, what's your big takeaway? Let's start with Oak Creek. What do they need to do to get back into this ball game?
Well, on their offensive blocking right now, the running backs just don't have any room to move. The biggest run in the first half was a quarterback scramble when it was 3rd and forever, and he picked up 14 yards. And then on the next drive, they had was it Bayless Hooker
Bayless
had?
Hooker?
He had a 13 and a 10-yard back-to-back, but that was it. I mean, they started 3 other drives started from the 29, so I mean, not getting an advantageous field position on the other side. Took almost the whole half before they got on the other side of the field, and then they started going backwards. So I don't know. Right now, they're just, for a team that wants to really run the football against a team that wants to really stop the football. Right now, Verona just wants it more, I got a feeling.
Welcome in to the broadcast booth. Once again, Riley Elk alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. You're listening to the Zimbrick Honda PrepMania halftime show on ESPN Madison. And if you're head coach Andrew Riley of the Verona Wildcats, I'm sure you're pleased with the score right now, 17-0, but still a little bit to clean up, especially when it comes to penalties for the Wildcats in the second half.
Yeah, that was. You look at the keys to the game. They don't want to. They just don't want to make mistakes. Those first games, you take care of the first game jitters, so to speak, but it's making sure you're in the right place at the right time and limit the middle mistakes. Legal men downfield, a false start, and then the quarterback and hanging out on the football, fumbled twice on that last series. Ball security, they haven't had a turnover yet. They got one, the defense picked up one, but so for Verona, the key was the 2 big pass plays that Vukobrad came right out and he was able to hit Knutson back-to-back drives. Well, actually, they had a field goal in between them, but being able to put that up there. But they haven't been able to run the football with a lot of success either. So you can see it's a typical first game. Guys are going to feel things out, and when they look at the film, they're going to look at it and say, burn after this, especially if you lose. Like Middleton lost last night, 56-20. Ouch. Sun Prairie East. But you're going to find some gems. You want to build on those for next week, because week 1 to week 2 is when you make usually your most improvement. Also, though, those first 2 weeks, every once in a while we got guys that can't play for 2 weeks. That usually is a sign either they're injured or they did something not quite right. So you don't have your full complement of players out there. In some cases, like Middleton didn't have Reed Falk last night, defensive end. He broke his ankle in a wrestling tournament in the spring, and they want him back for the conference opener. So, you have circumstances, no matter what they are, whether they're player or injury or whatever, that first game you really want to strive, which is why Coach Riley made that his third key to the game. So I'm sure he goes there at halftime and going, yeah, we're up, we got 17, but boys, I'm disappointed because this is not the Verona team. Defensively, this is what we saw 2 years ago. If you remember in the conference season, they didn't give up a touchdown until like week 7. I think it was against Parker or Craig. So, and then last year, they got burned on a couple of really big plays by Sun Prairie East, ended up losing in an opener. So you look at a tale of 2 years ago to last year to this year. Now they seem to be trending back. And after what happened in Middleton last night, Verona's the favorite to come in. But they haven't done much once you got outside the conference. This is beating a team from the southeast part of the state, Milwaukee. Oak Creek, even though they looked terrible, Verona had something to do with that in the first half, too. They were aggressive on defense. Offense, again, Vukobrad looked like he didn't miss a step. He was in sync with Knutson, so I'm sure they worked together in the summer. But Knutson, there's our potential player of the game right now.
Potential Pizza Hut player of the game.
2 catches, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You mentioned Randy
Wild.
Moss. Yeah. I want this guy in my fantasy. I just got the first fantasy pick in the League A. Is Knutson open in our league?
He certainly looks like a number 1 overall draft pick right now. Plenty of time left in this game for Oak Creek to try and mount a comeback. Plenty of time for Verona to extend their advantage. You're listening to the Zimbrick Honda PrepMania halftime show on ESPN Madison. We get you ready for the second half after this. Don't go anywhere. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2026 Honda Accord LX sedan for as low as $215 per month. Or browse the vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hi, this is Lee. inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've always respected people who put in the work. And Labor Day is about exactly that. From August 19th through September 8th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Our gear is moisture wicking, anti-static, built with 4-way stretch, and powered by silver ion technology to help eliminate odor-causing bacteria. Iron Jock, built on performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop the Labor Day sale now at ironjock.com.
Looking for something fun to do this fall? Get your friends together and join MSCR on the courts. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation's adult fall volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration now. Men's, women's, and all gender leagues are forming with games starting in early October at gyms all around Madison. MSCR leagues are all about community, connection, and having a great time, no matter your skill level. Sign up today at mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
We are just under 3 minutes away from kickoff of the second half here at Verona Area High School. The Wildcats lead the Knights 17-0. And Dennis, before we get ready for kickoff, there is an absolutely fantastic performance being had from a future Badger right now in Kingston Allen. What's his stat line?
18 carries, 288 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Woo. Now, last year it was Patrick Greisen, right, with West Appear with with a career 102 touchdown passes, and Allen was over 3,000 yards rushing. Well, you look at his numbers, and Andrew Greisen last night with 385 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. They're making their stake early for big school, for the WFCA large school player, the offensive player of the year. But Allen last year, we had to do we do our polls, our first PrepMania show, or our show coming up on Monday. We always did, last year always had to do an Allen. Yeah, we're going to be doing that again. That and a Tyler Woline at Lake Mills. Waiting to see what his numbers are week number 1. But Allen, I was waiting. Please, Badgers, pay attention. That's a Calhoun. Don't let him get out of state. Brian Calhoun went to Colorado. But we were able to keep some really good backs like Melvin Gordon in the state. So that could be the next one. You never know.
That he could. Plenty of talent across the state of Wisconsin here on the high school level. Plenty of talent will be taking the field for the second half. Don't go anywhere. Kickoff is next on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Is your home ready for a transformation? Whether it's a stunning kitchen remodel, a fresh new bathroom, or a complete exterior makeover, Wanakee Remodeling has you covered. Their expert team turns your vision into reality with quality craftsmanship, affordable pricing, and unbeatable customer service. From concept to completion, Wanakee Remodeling is here for you. View what's possible at their beautiful showrooms in Madison and Wanakee, and call 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for your free estimate today.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
Wisconsin sports without a filter.
Why not a prove-it year? What is there to lose in a prove-it year for Lucas Van Ness?
Kyle and Brust.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills right now. And this comes off of the heels, Kyle, of restructuring Aaron Banks, right? Like another guy that was hurt and didn't perform.
Kyle and Brust. Weekdays 2 to 4 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. ESPN Madison is your home for Badgers fans.
I don't want to necessarily say that Wisconsin is going to beat Notre Dame on September 6th at Lambeau Field.
He's not saying.
Wisconsin can beat Notre Dame.
Tune in all season long right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Youth night here at Verona Area High School as the Elder Wildcats showing the youngsters just what they're made of this evening as they lead the Oak Creek Knights 17-0 at half here at Verona Area High School. Dennis, as we are just now about a minute and a half away from kickoff of the second half, what are you looking for here from both of these squads as we are about to resume play?
Well, Verona, quick strike now. I'd like to see them be able to run the ball, kind of mix it up a little bit, and take 4, 5, 6 minutes off the clock. It's usually the last 3 minutes of the first half and the first 3 of the second half. Well, the last 4 did not look good for either team. Mistake prone, 2 fumbles. Luckily, nothing popped up. There was nothing returned, and no turnovers for Verona. Then they did pick off a pass, which stopped another potential drive for Oak Creek. But I think, Verona can make a statement drive here to come out and put points on the board. And we know they got a field goal kicker. Mm-hmm. He's got one there, but they want touchdowns. You got to get greedy here. And again, make a statement. The knock on the Big 8 is they don't win games outside of beating each other. Well, here's a team from the southeastern part of the state, and Calhoun's going to do a good job with these guys. So, yeah.
And a much improved Oak Creek team, at least from what we have heard thus far heading into this season. Much better than – and last year's team made the playoffs, went 5-5. They did bow out early in round 1, but still not a bad squad last year in Brian Calhoun's inaugural year as head coach. And have to assume this year's squad is a little better, at least from what we have heard. Still have to show it, though, on the field, and we have not seen it thus far, but still one half of play remaining.
They did start out 9 carries for 12 yards. Then their last 8, they got 55. Quarterback scramble, and then Bayless Hooker had those 2 back-to-back to run 10+. So they showed a little bit of sign there, but you got to have a long drive. It doesn't do a play here or there. 3 first downs in the first half does not cut it for a team that should be able to average 200-300 yards rushing a game.
Mm-hmm. Not what Coach Brian Calhoun was hoping for in the first half of the Oak Creek Knights season opener, and just what the doctor ordered if you're a fan of the Verona Wildcats.
Last week, I'm sure it was a fast bus ride home for West Appear.
Yeah.
This could be a long bus ride home for Oak Creek tonight. They don't pick it up here in the second half.
Unless things turn around quickly, and they'll have to do it on the defensive side of the ball first. 12 minutes on the clock as we begin the third quarter of action here at Verona Area High School. Danilo Paldirmich on to boot it away. 2 men back deep. Squib kick here. Oh, nutmegs the up man. Finds its way to Knutson. Straight up the middle. Now inside the hashes is dropped past the 30-yard line. And Verona will begin the third quarter at their own 33.
Good start. That's good field position here. So we've had a 65 and a 66-yard touchdown pass. Can we get a 67?
We could get a 67-yard touchdown pass here.
I'd love to see it.
You never know.
As Annabelle Smith would say, I love it when a plan comes together. And that's what Coach Riley's thinking right now, too.
I'm sure it is. And we'll see what he cooks up. Ball on the 33-yard line. Straight on. Man in motion from right to left. Verona's offense moving right to left as we see it. Vukabrat in the pistol. Takes the snap. Give off the left side. Bounces it outside the numbers. Past the 40-yard line. Brought down just across is Jax Wepking. Gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2 forthcoming for the Verona Wildcats. Nice start on the ground for Verona.
Gotta love it. Pick up 8 on the first down. Now I can do anything here the next couple of plays.
Back in the pistol for Vukabrat. Wepking once again. The lone setback. The white and neon green shoes. 2 receivers to the right. Play action. Vukabrat pressure in his face. Got his man at the 45-yard line. 50, 45 of Oak Creek. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line of the Knights. Gabe Weisensell, the big tight end. Perfect outlet for his quarterback. Facing trouble.
He averaged about 9 yards a catch last year. That was a big one there. That was 19 on that play for the first down.
And just like that, Verona's into Oak Creek territory. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Left hash, 2 receivers to the right, 2 on the left. Vukabrat takes the shotgun snap. It's going to be a QB keeper off the left side. He's got the blockers. 35-30 inside the 25-yard line. They'll mark him out there. Emmett Vukabrat untouched for 15 yards on the scamper. And in just 29 seconds, Verona has flipped the field. First and 10 from the Oak Creek 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Vukabrat in the gun. 29 seconds gone by here in the second half. Verona on the move. Takes the snap. Going to be a QB keeper, and he is swarmed after a pickup of a couple. Good read by the Oak Creek defense there. Prevented a big gain.
Didn't look like that was going to be a clean handoff.
No.
Kind of almost like a little, I better keep it. After those 2 fumbles in the first half, I'm sure ball security was hammered into him at halftime, but I pick up a 3 there.
Wise decision
Positive.
from the senior quarterback. Joey Christensen Jr. on the left side. Vukabrat, give off the right. That's Wepking. Big hole up the middle as he plows forward for another Wildcats first down up to the 11-yard line of Oak Creek. Oh, this offense once again slicing through the defense like a hot knife through butter.
He asked at halftime what I thought. The last couple of years, it's been the defense that has carried for Verona, and last year they sort of struggled, and they weren't able to put up a lot of points. This offense looks pretty potent right now with Vukabrat at the controls.
Offset I formation. Wepking, the lone set back, takes the snap from the 11. Wepking stumbled out of the handoff and is slung down by, I believe that was Jameson. Still was able to slither his way for a couple of yards up to the 9-yard line. Second down and 6 now for Verona. First down at the 2-yard line.
A slither, I like that. Nice call. And that's what
It's
it was.
all about the verbs, Dennis.
That's what it was on this turf with the rain tonight. Slither.
It's slick. Vukabrat in the pistol, 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Play action, looking to his left, pump fake. He'll run to his right, tucks it, makes a man miss, and brought down at the 6-yard line. First read wasn't there. And Vukabrat did what he could.
Make a positive out of a negative.
Was looking for Weisensell, and Weisensell will walk off the field under his own power, but with the trainer. Hopefully he's all right. Jackson Gensler Soda checks back into the offense. 2.5 minutes gone by here in quarter number 3. Verona on the move. 3rd down and 5 from the Oak Creek 7-yard line. Looking to extend their 17-point advantage. Straight I formation. Gensler Soda make it Webb King, the deep back, at the 5-yard line, pushing ahead, lunging for the end zone, just short. He's spotted at the 1-yard line. But a first down pickup for Webb King, and quickly to the line goes Verona. Vukabrot under center. QB sneak, pushes ahead, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Verona. A methodical start to the 3rd quarter for the Wildcats.
Well, it wasn't a 66 or 65-yard pass, but it was a 67-yard drive. And a good share of it on the ground there.
23-0. The Wildcats pouring it on.
8 carries, 48 yards, and just the one 19-yard pass play to the tight end Weisenthal. Great opening drive for the Wildcats. Put that score up now, 3+.
Bartell on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Your score with 9 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Verona 24, Oak Creek nothing. Back after this, you're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
There's nothing better than football season. Big hits, game-winning drives, and keeping the chains moving. Speaking of moving, if you've got one coming up, then call Christofferson Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving your home or your business, Christofferson's experienced team makes the process easy, from kickoff to the final whistle. Packing, storage, local, or long distance, they've got your move covered. Christofferson Moving and Storage, your best move since 1906. Learn more at christoffersonmoving.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Verona 24, Oak Creek nothing, with 9 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. A couple of issues to address on our broadcast. First, we apologize. The video stream just went down. Our video producer, Owen Dimple, is currently troubleshooting to the best of his ability. Obviously, the equipment got a little wet earlier during our weather delay. Hopefully, that doesn't have anything to do with it, but currently we are working as fast as humanly possible on fixing that. And, Dennis, nothing worse than mispronouncing one of these young men's names. It is, especially with someone who's had such a big impact, Dejan Knutson is what we're being told from the YouTube chat. So thank you. If we were mispronouncing your child, your friend, your relative's name, please let us know, as the kickoff is caught at the 30-yard line and taken out of bounds at the 35 or around that area. Logan Onsanger on the return. The last thing we want to do is mispronounce someone's name. Names are important, Dennis. As someone with the last name Jauch, spelled J-A-U-C-H, I'm quite used to it, and it's quite frustrating. So we apologize to Dejan. Anyone else if we've mispronounced your name tonight.
But he scored 2 touchdowns, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And he just got more pub out of it, so.
And with how this game is going, he may not be done yet.
Yeah, we'd like to hear where people are watching from, too. So
yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Oak Creek a long ways away as the give off the right side to Lewis for a couple. For being stood up and driven back by a team of Wildcats led by Cooper Vukabrot. Pickup of 3 on first down for Harold Lewis. Ulizelski still trying to lead that first scoring drive of his career as the starting quarterback for the Oak Creek Knights. 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Verona leading 24-0 at home on Youth Night. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Ulizelski under center. Give to Lewis again, and he is jumped on from behind. Brought down to the line of scrimmage. Max Crimmins the first to greet him.
Making his presence felt. He's going to be a heck of a player in the basketball team again this year, along with Taron Jackson, too. That's it back.
Ethan Sathavisam. Goodness. Appeared to be the one who jumped on the back of Lewis to bring him down. Now 3rd down and 7 from their own 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, and there's a flinch on the left side of the offensive line. He knew it immediately, hangs his head. Ian Pierce, the guilty party. That will move a long 3rd down to even longer. 3rd down and 12 now for Oak Creek. Ball pushed back to their 33. Still working out the video stream issues. They'll do our best to recover that post-haste. Big shout out to our video producer, Owen Dimfel, even for just keeping us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Do my best to call it like we're on the radio, because we are on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Feel free to download, listen there as well. 3rd down and 12. Ulizelski takes the snap, screen pass, gets it to Lewis, and he has nowhere to go. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and the Verona defense blows up yet another Oak Creek possession. Six minutes, 20 seconds, and counting here in quarter number 3. Verona 24, Oak Creek nothing, as this Knights offense still unable to find their footing early here in the second half. Whoa, and a high snap goes over the punter. Here we go. He picks it up, rolling out, tries to boot it away, and he does. Oh, my goodness. What an effort from Danilo Paldermich. Dennis, I thought we were going to get another safety kicked out of the back of the end zone by a punter, but Paldermich able to find a way to boot it.
Athletic move just to be able to get free to even attempt a kick. You can't really simulate that in practice either.
Bucky wants
Extended rugby-style kick was able to find its way to the 32-yard line of Oak Creek, so still phenomenal starting field position for the Wildcats, but avoids abject disaster. That's why he was all SEC honorable mention last season. 1st down and 10 from the 32-yard line of Oak Creek. 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 far on the left. Bukabrat takes the pistol snap, give to Webking, and he is demolished in the backfield. I believe that was Liam Hibbard who delivered the hit. 2nd down and 14 now, loss of 4 on the play.
By the way, that punt was a net 1 yard.
Okay.
It could have been a lot
well,
worse. At least it was a positive yard.
Yep. That was one of the best net 1-yard punts I've seen in my life.
And Oak Creek comes back and makes a great play on 1st down on defense.
2nd down and 14. We'll see if this Oak Creek defense can bow up. Ball on the 36-yard line. Bukabrat rolls out to his right. Quick hitter. Got his man. Slung down. Penalty on the play. Appeared to be Joe Seelin on the reception. And we'll see what the call is. Once again, a legal man downfield for Verona. I believe that's the 3rd time this evening that Verona has been called for a lineman meandering his way a little too far past the line of scrimmage. Seen a lot of possessions this evening, Dennis, just move straight backwards. I don't think that's the most common occurrence in the world.
What did they say? You look at the film or the first time and then burn it after that.
Yep.
Well, that's the old days, and now it's all on digital.
Ball back to the 41-yard line of Oak Creek. Ball in the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Vukebrot in the gun. Wepking to his right. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Delayed give. Wepking left side. Tons of room to maneuver inside the 30. 25-yard line. Brought down at the 22. Jax Wepking gets nearly all of it back. Just like that, from second down and I believe 22 to third down and 2.
They're going to mark it at the 23. Yeah. So it's getting close to 100 yards now.
Third down, keeper plows straight ahead up to the 19-yard line goes Vukebrot. That'll be a first down and 10 for Verona, but another penalty flag on the play.
Oh.
And I missed the call. But it will bump back the offense 5 yards. I believe. Illegal formation on Verona.
Illegal formation, illegal man downfield. I think they got a bingo card down there with penalties, and they're just checking them all off one by
They
one.
are. It's impressive. Now ball on the 28-yard line of Oak Creek. Shotgun snap, Vukebrot, give to Webking, bumped into his quarterback and gets a couple, but is driven backwards. A.J. Bradford on the stop, sets up a fourth down and about 4 yards. For Verona, decision time. Offense appears to be remaining on the field. Yes, sir. Vukebrot gets the call from Andrew Riley.
Yeah, it'd be a 40.
He'll trot back out there.
Be a 43-yard field goal, so fourth and this is doable. 4th and 4.
Fourth down and 4 from the 26-yard line of Oak Creek. Verona leads at 24-0. 2 receivers to the left, 2 on the right. Webking to the right of Vukebrot. Takes the snap. He's got time over the middle. In and out of the hands and intercepted. Oak Creek back the other way. There's a flag on the play, but at the moment, it's Oak Creek football at the 15-yard line. Dustin Dunkel with the pick. But there is a penalty down. Let's see what it is. It may be pass interference. I see some Wildcats clapping their hands. And it is, in fact, defensive pass interference, an automatic first down for Verona. Interception turns into now pouring for the Oak Creek Knights.
We've had 3 plays that have counted from scrimmage and 3 penalties in this drive. Welcome to opening night football.
Yes, we are so glad to have you join us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Riley Yelk alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Verona 24, Oak Creek 0.
That is, in high school, it's not a point of infraction. It is a 15-yard penalty. In this case, it's half the distance to the goal, so it'll be a 13-yarder.
And 13.
They get a first down because they only needed 4. So
ball the 13-yard line, first down and 10 for Verona. 2 receivers to the left, 1 split out wide on the right. Webking to the right of Vukebrot. Takes the snap. Give to Webking, left side, cuts back in at the 5 and dropped at the 4.
Nice counter, just a little stutter step and was wide open. Flow to the right, go to the left.
And that will put him 2 yards away from the first down marker, and there's an injured Knight on the field. Injury timeout on the field. Great time to tell you about Madison College. They've been around for over 100 years right here in our local community. We've grown to 7 campuses across south central Wisconsin, including 3 in Madison. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up your career, Madison College is here for you. Learn more at madisoncollege.edu. A.J. Bradford appears to be the man down for Oak Creek at the moment. He is getting checked out by a trainer. We'll keep it right here, Dennis. 2nd down and 2 for Verona from the 5-yard line of Oak Creek.
That now Webking is now up to 97 yards rushing, so good to see after those big pass plays early, Verona able to put the ball on the ground. And last year he was the leading rusher, 633 yards, 8 touchdowns. Averaged about 7 yards a carry last year, so had a very good spring baseball. Got to see him play ball too. Some good multiple sport athlete here.
Yeah, his speed is quite impressive. Some good vision displayed as well this evening. Overall, outside of the penalties, it's hard to point to much that Verona has really done wrong tonight. They have had their way both on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. 2nd down and 2 now from the 5-yard line of Oak Creek. Verona looking to make this a 30-point contest. Clock ticks under 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Straight on, snap, quick throw. Vukabrat over the head of his intended target, incomplete.
And blitz on the play, that was self-preservation, get it out. So did not have time really to put a touch on it, just had to get rid of it.
Was looking for Miguel Zapata.
Now, when you do that on the out pattern, you do not want to have that picked off.
Ooh, no.
It's a pick 6. So if you're going to do anything, throw it high, throw it out. And he did exactly that.
That was also in the vicinity of being a lateral, but kept it forward.
Yep.
Clock stops, 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Ball on the 5, 3rd down and 2. Man in motion right to left. Vukabrat gives to Webking. He
touchdown.
cuts inside. Touchdown, Verona. Jax Webking. An exclamation point on this 3rd quarter as he is hobbling off the field. Came down funny after being lifted into the air by one of his offensive linemen. Appears to be trying to run it off. Hopefully he's all right. Two minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Bartel on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Your score, Verona 31, Oak Creek nothing. And Dennis, we are just 4 points away from a running clock here at Verona Area High School. An impressive performance from this Wildcat squad.
Just thinking about that, they ran 3:34 off the clock. And that's the thing with a team like Oak Creek that runs the ball, not a quick strike. Now you make that a 4-touchdown or 4-possession game. And you run off on that drive 3.5 minutes. So Verona, it was perfect. They've come out and they've had 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 6 possessions, 4 touchdowns, and a field goal. Does not get much more efficient than that.
Surgical work from this Verona offense.
Precision.
And Dennis looking ahead. Whew. Verona looking like a scary, scary team. And not just the Big 8, but I mean, and you hate to make assumptions. You hate to look all the way ahead to the playoffs here in week 1 through not even 3/4 of week 1. But Verona looks good.
They go Classic 8 next week with Oconomowoc.
That'll be a test.
That'll be a good road trip for them to see. They can start out the Big 8 season 2-0. They don't play Middleton is Middleton's homecoming this year, 6th week of the season, which it's also the Hall of Fame night for Middleton. And of course, what is the bane of all high school football coaches? Homecoming. distractions, and everything else. So Verona's going to be happy to be going to Middleton for that one.
Swing of the right leg from Bartel. There's a whistle. Not sure what the issue is. And thank you all who are sticking with us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, still efforting to try and find that video and fix whatever the issue is. Trust me, Owen is working diligently down here below us. Touch in front of the booth.
That was a 6-play drive, 32 yards, 3:34 off the clock, and Wepking with that 5-yard run now, 12 carries, 102 yards in the score tonight.
Whew. And they will reset the ball. They'll redo this kickoff. Ball has been placed at the 40-yard line. Bartel on to boot it away again. There it is. Squib kick caught at the 25-yard line outside the numbers on the left side, brought down past the 35. Aiden Sweets, the return man. Daniel Fisher on the tackle. Solid starting field position for Oak Creek. At this point,
it's one of those nights Oak Creek's had an interception called back because of a penalty. 2 fumbles they forced, but not able to come up with them. And unfortunately, give a couple big pass plays, and now the first rushing touchdown of the year.
As much.
Or second, actually, because the first one was Lucabrot finishing off that 67-yard drive with a 1-yard run. So two through the air, 2 on the ground, and a field goal. Good balance here for the Wildcats.
Nothing going the way of the Knights thus far. Ball at the 37-yard line of Oak Creek. Takes the snap, fires on the slant route, and in and out of the hands of his intended target, Connor Peterson. And isn't that a microcosm of what we've seen tonight? Ulizelski, a great throw on a slant pattern, hits Peterson in the chest and caroms to the turf. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. 2 minutes, 1 second remaining here in quarter number 3. Ball is spotted on the left hash, 37-yard line of Oak Creek. They break the huddle. Verona 3 down linemen. Man on the right side of the edge. Ulizelski under center. 2 tight ends, motion to the right side of the formation. Single back. Going to be a give to Seabrooks off the left side, and he has nowhere to go. Buried 2 yards deep in the backfield. And tell me if you've heard this one before, Dennis. 3rd down and long for Oak Creek.
Yep, unfortunately.
3rd down and 12. Ball back to their 35-yard line. And you hope for Coach Calhoun and his Knights and the fans, whether you're watching back home or the brave souls that made the trek this evening, you hope they have something to cheer about here, as there has just been nothing that has gone their way tonight. 3 receivers to the right, shotgun formation. Ulizelski winds up, takes a deep shot. Pass interference.
Yeah.
The flag comes out. Pass fell incomplete. An excellent effort from Peterson. Couldn't quite wrangle it in, but 2 flags in the secondary, and that's going to be a 1st down for Oak Creek.
That might be the break they need to be able to put some points on the board. That was not needed. The throw was just a little out of reach, but a little too aggressive from the secondary.
Yeah, Peterson more than likely not going to be able to come up with that football, but the defender ensured that wouldn't be the case, just did it a little too early.
The coaches called it up here before they finally see the flag, yeah. It's like it's about time. Get that thing out there. Definitely a penalty.
And that moves them into Verona territory at the 49-yard line of the Wildcats. 1:03 remaining here in quarter number 3. Verona 31, Oak Creek nothing. Tight ends, 2 of them motion to the right of the formation. Single back, Ulizelski under center. Going to be a give to Seabrooks, and he is swallowed up. Max Crimmings says hello. Loss of 2 on the play. Back into Oak Creek territory. They'll mark him just short of midfield as the clock ticks under 40 seconds here in the 3rd quarter.
That's 4 carries for a -1 yard rushing here in the quarter. Back to the beginning, just when they looked like starting to get some room in there in the 2nd quarter. Verona made some nice adjustments at halftime.
Second down and 11. Ball just shy of midfield. 2 backs behind Ulizelski. Going to be a delayed counter give. And there it is, outside the numbers at the 45-yard line of Verona goes Bayless Hooker, who's back in the ball game.
Yeah, that'll be the last play of the quarter.
And finally, some forward movement from this Oak Creek offense as the third quarter comes to a close. All smiles here in Verona. Oak Creek ball at the 44 of the Wildcats when we come back. Orange and black 31, blue and white 0. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Mike, what's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be who's doing the installation. It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Looking for something fun to do this fall? Get your friends together and join MSCR on the courts. Jesse Nelson here. Madison School and Community Recreation's adult fall volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration now. Men's, women's, and all gender leagues are forming with games starting in early October at gyms all around Madison. MSCR leagues are all about community, connection, and having a great time, no matter your skill level. Sign up today at mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Third down and 4. Ulizelski rolling out.